Hello?
Good morning, all.
Morning,
Morning.
Judge.
Morning.
This is the misdemeanor docket for courtroom number 1 for August 19, 2021, Van Buren Township and airport cases. Just want to make sure everyone's in the right virtual courtroom. Mary Ann, who's first, please?
Hello there. Well, Miss Brittany is, let me see, where did she go? Holly Zeal.
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Zeal, this is 21VB01167OM. This would be Van Buren Township versus Holly Zeal.
Yes.
Ms. Zeal, you were here on July the 15th, 2021, and you were unable to connect. We rescheduled this matter for today. Ma'am, today is the day and time set for your arraignment
Okay.
and pretrial. It is alleged that on May the 29th, 2021, in Van Buren Township, you committed the misdemeanor of, retail fraud. Ma'am, this is punishable by up to 93 days in jail and fine of up to $500 plus court costs. For the purposes of arraignment today, were you looking to proceed on your own, or were you looking for the assistance of the court-appointed attorney?
You know, it was not done intentionally. I cannot
Ma'am?
hear. Yes.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
I'm asking, ma'am, today is your arraignment,
Right.
okay? We're not getting to the facts of the case yet. We're just at a point where you're being made aware of the charges and the possible penalties.
Correct.
So my question to you is, for purposes of arraignment, were you looking to proceed on your own, or are you looking for the assistance of the court-appointed attorney?
Oh my goodness. I'm not sure which direction to go.
I will have you, ma'am, you're going to see an invitation to join the breakout room. You'll meet with the court-appointed attorney. Her name is Leanna Belcher. She'll explain the things I just said to you. And
Okay.
Ms. Belcher, do you have the offers from Van Buren?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Ms. Zill, just join her, and when you're done with her, you'll come back out and I'll recall the case, okay?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Jenkins.
Good morning.
This is 21VB01223, Van Buren Township versus Michael Jenkins. State your name for me, please, sir.
Michael Jenkins, Jr.
Thank you, Mr. Jenkins. Today is the day and time set for your arraignment and pretrial, sir. It's alleged that on June the 16th, 2021, in Van Buren Township, you committed the misdemeanor of retail fraud. This is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, fine of up to $500 plus court costs. For purposes of arraignment, sir, were you looking to proceed on your own, or are you looking for the assistance of the court-appointed attorney?
I'm not sure, but I don't. Can you explain to me as far as like retail fraud?
You shoplifted, you stole cigars, is the allegation being made.
Okay.
Cigars and leaf wraps.
I ain't still no cigars or leaf wraps, but I'm not even sure. I didn't steal any like leaf wraps, but I know I did pay for some stuff. But I'm not sure.
You're not sure of which part? If you want to proceed on your own, or if you want the court-appointed attorney?
Yeah. Yes.
You can't answer yes to a multiple choice question, Mr. Jenkins. I need your help. If you want to speak to the court-appointed attorney, she's in with somebody else right now, but when she becomes available, we can put you in to talk to her, okay?
Okay. So
Thank you.
you would give me some information as far as like about the attorney.
I'm not going to give you any information. You're going to stay right where you are. And what's going to happen? She's in another electronic room with somebody. When she's done with that person and she comes back and handles that case, I'll put you in to talk to her. Okay. Okay. Just remute yourself, sit tight. And when she's available, we'll get you seen.
Okay.
This is 210373 OM Van Buren Township versus Daryl Murph. Oh, nope, sorry. Nope. That is Mr. Bowdish's case. Mr. Murph, your attorney is in another courtroom.
Yes.
But he's not physically here in the building. He's on with another one of our judges. So if you sit tight, when he's available, he'll come over, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
There's different people. There's different people that are getting.
Mr. Ellison.
Yes.
They could not find your file yesterday. And I received a note that they could not find it. Marianne, would you call downstairs? Or I didn't even get the ROA from anybody. I don't know if they've been able to locate Mr. Ellison's file.
No. I will check with Maria.
Thank you.
I don't even know how to answer. They can't hear me.
Who is that talking? Yes, I can hear you. Who is that?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Tell me your name.
My name's Faith. Hubbard.
Faith, I need a last name.
Hubbard.
Hubbard. Mr. Injure, good morning. Good to see you, sir.
Good morning.
You look a lot better than the last time we saw you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
How's everything?
Everything's great.
Is it?
Sorry?
Wonderful. I said, is it? Wonderful. Okay. I don't see your client. Is he there with you by chance?
I don't see him either.
Okay.
He's not here in the office with me, no. He is supposed to appear on Zoom.
We haven't seen him quite yet. If you want to, it's still only 9:05. If you want to give him a jingle, great. Otherwise, we'll just wait for him to appear.
Okay, if there's time, I'd like to just confirm the plan that we have with the people. I can do that while I try to reach him.
You can't do two at one time. Which one are you going to start with, your client or Ms. Manarino?
Yeah, the client knows he's supposed to be here, so I'd like to speak to Ms. Manarino if possible, and then that'll give him time, and if not, I'll call him.
Marianne will put you in with Ms. Manarino.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Marianne, I'm telling you, I start ever optimistic.
Me too. Maria is checking on that. She thought that it was adjourned, but she's double checking. Oh, she's calling right now.
This is 2105200OM, Van Buren Township versus Faith Hubbard. Unmute yourself, ma'am, and state your name. Ms. Hubbard, unmute yourself and state your name, please.
I'm sorry. I thought it was
That's
on.
okay.
My name's Faith Hubbard.
Thank you. Ma'am, today is the day and time set for your, nope. You're already represented by Ms. Belcher. She's here. She's in with another party right now, so sit tight. As soon as she's available, we'll get your case recalled.
Okay.
Hi, how are you? I'm fine. It's a parental response, so it's going to be put on Judge Oakley's docket for September 23rd.
Mr. Matthews?
Yes.
September 23rd. This is 2101620M. Van Buren Township versus Ellison Matthews.
Yes.
Mr. Matthews, I just received notice from the clerk that your case is going to be adjourned and you will be with Judge Oakley on September 23rd, 2021 at 1:15 p.m. It will be by Zoom. Notice will be sent to your attention, sir, okay?
Okay. I will have something sent in the mail to my address.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know why it was adjourned? Just being out of curiosity.
Because the type of case that it is.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Well, all right. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is 21VB00786 A and B, Van Buren Township versus Brittany Gary. Appearances, please.
Angela Manning on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Justin Zaid appearing on behalf of Miss Gary, who is present in the courtroom. Miss Gary, can you state your full name?
Brittany Gary.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for arraignment and pretrial in this matter. As for the arraignment in this matter, counsel, what do you have to say?
Your Honor, we'll waive the formal reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea, and proceed with pretrial.
For purposes of bond, sir?
Your Honor, we would request personal bond. This is Miss Gary's first offense. She's gainfully employed. She's working as a nurse, and she has no history of failure to appear. She's not otherwise a danger to a community, so therefore we would request personal bond.
Ms. Manarino, any comment on bond?
No, Your Honor, we'd leave it to the court's discretion.
Bond is set at $5,000 personal for purposes of pretrial.
Your Honor, I still haven't received the discovery, so we would respectfully request a 30-day adjournment so I'd have an opportunity to have a meaningful discussion with Ms. Manarino regarding the matter and a potential resolution.
Any objection to the adjournment, Ms. Manarino?
No, Your Honor.
Pre-trial will be adjourned to September the 16th, 2021 at 9:10 a.m. That's back with me, and that will still be on Zoom. Anything else on behalf of Van Buren?
Your Honor, I would just ask defense counsel if he requested that discovery directly from the police department or if he had sent that request to me.
I went to the police department, but I could send it directly to you.
No, that's okay. I just wanted to know if I'll follow up with them and make sure that gets over to you.
And if they didn't, and if they haven't received it, I could resend it.
Okay, once I make contact with her, I'll let you know, okay?
Okay, all right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your
Anything
Honor.
else on behalf of your client? Okay, have a good day.
Thanks.
Have a good
you.
day, Ms. Gary. This is 21VB01224OM, Van Buren Township versus Joseph Arnett.
Angela Manring on behalf of the people.
Joseph Arnett here.
Mr. Arnett, today is a day and time set for your arraignment and pretrial. Sir, it's alleged that on June 17, 2021 in Van Buren Township, you committed the misdemeanor of unnecessary noise.
Yes, ma'am. I had 5 kids playing in my yard past quiet time.
Mr. Arnett, there's an offer from the prosecutor that if you enter a plea of guilty to the misdemeanor, sentence matter will be delayed for 6 months, and so long as you incur no new criminal offenses and pay any fines and costs assessed, that the matter would be reviewed, and if you had complied, the matter would be dismissed. Would you like to accept the offer from the prosecutor? Would you like the opportunity to speak to the court-appointed attorney, or would you like to proceed on your own?
Well, I would like to know what the fines are.
Ms. Manarino, would you take any position on fines in this matter?
I would leave that to the court's discretion, Your Honor.
Mr. Arnett, it would probably be a $100 fine, $100 cost. There are $75 crime victims, $50 state fee, and $20 fund fee. So a little over $300.
Could I have a payment plan arranged to pay that?
You could, sir.
Okay. If
Okay,
I could
what?
have, I will enter that plea if I can have a payment plan to make the payments on it. I do not have the $300 all today. I could probably have it paid off within 30 days.
Sir, you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you won't have a trial of any kind. You won't have the opportunity to call witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine any witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes, ma'am. I made a mistake and let kids play in my yard, and they got loud. I tried telling them to be quiet. They didn't, and it won't happen again.
Mr. Arnett, are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily? You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Is it true that on June 17, 2021 in Van Buren Township, you were engaged in unnecessary noise or allow unnecessary noise?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, Ms. Manarino?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Arnett, the court accepts your plea. As previously indicated, will assess a fine of $100, cost of $100, crime victims of $75, state cost of $50, the fund fee of $20, for a total of $345. Sir, you said you'll be able to pay that within 30 days?
I can have it paid by the end of September. Yes.
Your phone number, please.
734-334-0686.
Mr. Arnett, what you can do is go on the court's website, mi34thdistrictcourt.com. You submit a email request for a payment plan in this matter, or you can call the court's collection department to set up a payment plan. It's going to be more than 30 days, okay?
Okay, is that the, let's see here.
The number that's in the upper right-hand corner of your notice? Yes, sir.
The 734-941-4462?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do I call him right now and set it up?
No, sir, because the file's not going to be downstairs. It's not instantaneous that this amount and this disposition is in the court's file. I would say give it a day or two.
Okay, so if I call them Monday afternoon, they should have it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, will do.
Thank you.
Yep.
Ms. Yarmolenko?
Yes, Sharon, good morning.
Good morning. This is 21VB055690T. This is Van Buren Township versus Alicia Paris. Your appearance, please, ma'am.
Angela Manor, on behalf of the people.
And Olga Yarmolenko on behalf of Ms. Paris, who's appearing by video.
State your name, Ms. Paris, please. You need to unmute yourself, ma'am. Yes, thank you. Today is the day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial in this matter. For purposes of arraignment, counsel.
Your Honor, wait formal reading, stand mute to the charges.
Thank you. Any comment as to bond, ma'am?
Your Honor, Ms. Paris is 33 years old. She is gainfully employed, is currently attending nursing school, scheduled to graduate in December. She has no prior criminal history, and she obviously appeared here today. I'll be asking for a personal bond.
Bond is set at 1,000 personal. How are we proceeding as to the pretrial in this matter?
Your Honor, as to the pretrial, I've had a chance to discuss this matter with Ms. Manarino briefly. We're asking for another pretrial to be scheduled in order to give us more time to potentially resolve this case.
Will September 16th give you enough time?
I believe so, Your Honor.
September 16th, 2021 at 9:10 a.m. That's back by Zoom and that's back with me. Anything else in this matter, Ms. Manarino?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Yarmolenko?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Paris, we'll see you back here on September 16th. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Integer, I see your client. He's being pulled in right now. Ma'am with the black headband and black tank top, your name, please. Oh, no audio. Thank you. This is This is 191849OM, Van Buren Township versus Leon Bolden.
Angela Manor on behalf of the people.
Yes, good morning. Joseph Enger on behalf of Mr. Bolden, Your Honor.
Mr. Bolden, state your name for me, please.
Leon Bolden.
Thank you. This matter is scheduled for pretrial this morning. Have the parties had an opportunity to speak?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
And we do
How
have
are
a
we
right.
proceeding this morning?
Your Honor, Mr. Bolden, based on my conversation with counsel, is going to be pleading guilty to one count. The remaining counts would be dismissed. That plea, we would ask the court to take that under 771 for a period of 6 months.
Pleading to one count and dismissing the other 71 counts?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Mr. Injurer?
Yes, Your Honor, that is my understanding as well. And my client's prepared to issue that plea today.
Mr. Bolden, you heard the comments made by the attorneys this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it your intention to plead guilty to one count of controlled substance use, possession prohibited?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you won't have a trial of any kind, you won't have the opportunity to call witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine any witnesses put forth by the prosecutor?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promising anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
You're pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Ingram, would you like to lay the factual basis for your client's plea?
Your Honor, I would just refer to the police report.
All righty then. Well, Mr. Ingram,
I guess, Your Honor, I could stipulate to the fact that a physician that was interviewed by the Township Police denied writing a prescription that was used in this matter by my client.
is that satisfactory, Ms. Manorino?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bolden, the court will accept your plea to count one, and will dismiss counts 2 through 72. As for sentencing in this matter, as for fines and costs in this matter, anything on behalf of the defendant?
Your Honor, the fact that my client has since 2019, I think, remained out of trouble for the most part and has a relatively good record. Ms. Manorino and I had discussed requesting and non-reporting probation during the 6 month. I would ask the court to consider that. Otherwise, I just.
I'm sorry, did you say non-reporting probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I would just defer to the court's judgment. Again, he has a relatively good record. And I think he intends to comply and stay out of trouble for the next 6 months and beyond.
Any comment, Ms. Manorino?
No, Your Honor, we leave it to the court's discretion.
Hello?
Inasmuch as the parties have agreed to a delayed sentence in this matter for 6 months, Mr. Bolden, that is what the court will do. Delayed sentence, 6 months, non-reporting. The court will assess a fine of $500, cost of $300, crime victims of $75, state mandatory cost of $50, fund fee of $20. There is a single bench warrant fee of $50 and a late fee of $50. That's a total of $1,045. Sir, you have the 6 month period to pay that amount. If you need a payment plan, you can go onto the court's website, mi34thdistrictcourt.com, and submit an email request for a payment plan, or you can call the court's collection department to establish a payment plan.
Okay.
Anything else on behalf of the township?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else on behalf of the defendant?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. We're all set. Mr. Bolden, have a good day and good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you. Did Ms. Belcher come back?
She did, but she just went into a breakout room with one of her clients.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question? 2 of Mr. Bowditch's clients are here. Do you want me to get him in here?
Mr. Murph and who else?
Miss Artuzo.
Okay. If you send him a message that we're ready, I'll call his 2 files in a row.
Thank you.
I thought Mr. Ingerer came back. Okay. What? Did she ever come out with Miss Zeal?
Yes, she did. But I don't know where Miss Zeal is right now. I'll look in the breakout room.
This is 210515 Van Buren Township versus Ahmad Cleaver. Mr. Cleaver, state your name for me, please.
Ahmad Cleaver.
Sir, this is the day and time set for your arraignment and pretrial. It's alleged that on April 13, 2021 in Van Buren Township, you committed the misdemeanor of retail fraud. Sir, this is punishable by up to 93 days in jail, fine of $500 plus court costs. For the purposes of arraignment, were you looking to proceed on your own this morning, or were you looking for the assistance of the court-appointed attorney?
I wouldn't mind a court-appointed attorney. That would like one.
Mr. Cleaver, there are 3 other files in front of yours. If you would mute yourself back and sit tight when Ms. Belcher is available, we'll get you into a breakout room with her.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. This is 2104860M Van Buren Township versus Charles McCormick.
Hello,
State your name for me, please, sir.
Charles McCormick.
Thank you. Mr. McCormick, there is an offer from the prosecutor to dismiss this matter. Ms. Manarino, am I understanding that correctly?
Yes, Your Honor. I've attempted by mail and by phone to make contact with the complainant in this manner and been unable to do so. We're unable to proceed.
Mr. McCormick, I'm sorry. Mr. McCormick, do you have any objection to the dismissal?
Not at all.
This matter is hereby dismissed. Mr. McCormick, you have a wonderful day, sir.
Thank you so much. You too, Judge.
Madam Counsel, you're just named in the law firm's name. What are you here for this morning?
Your Honor, my name is Joanne Prey. I work for the law offices of Joe Levine. I'm here for Mr. Cole, who I believe is connecting right now.
There's a George Cole in our...
That's correct, Your Honor.
He has no audio. Would you need to speak to Ms. Manarino?
No, Your Honor, we spoke yesterday.
Thank you for being proactive. If your client connects, I'll call the case. And there, Mary Ann, I don't think there's anything else that's... Good morning, Mr. Minna.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Ready to go at it another day.
Ma'am, you might want to give your client a call. I've sent him to connect and he's not responding.
Okay, Your Honor,
He's
that's
not
what I'm...
scheduled till 9:40, so I'm gonna put him back in the queue. You can...
I'll call him right now. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mary Ann.
Is it okay if I bring some of these unidentified people in?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Ma'am, with the black tank top on and the black headband, what is your name, please?
Sheila Davis. I'm the guardian of Adam Orange.
Ms. Belcher, are you back with Ms., oh, we lost Ms. Zeal, it appears.
Yes, Judge, we did lose her. I have her phone number. I can try to give her a call. I was just in a breakout room with Ms. Hall and I'm ready on hers.
You were in a breakout room with whom?
Tanya Hall, she's scheduled at 9:30.
Are you ready to proceed with Ms. Hall?
Yes, Your Honor, we are ready.
This is 21-0521-OM, Van Buren Township versus Tanya Hall.
Angela.
Good morning, Your Honor. Oh, sorry, Angela, go ahead. Angela.
Oh, sorry, Angela Manning on behalf of the people.
Sorry, I stepped on you when you were talking the first time. And Leanna Belcher on behalf of Ms. Hall. Ms. Hall, can you please state your name?
Tanya Hall.
Your Honor, I believe she's set for an arraignment. I would waive formal reading and stand mute. I did meet with Ms. Hall in a breakout room. I also spoke with Ms. Manarino. Ms. Manarino did make an offer in this case based on what my client told me about her CCH. It's a delayed sentence for 6 months. I did go over that offer with Ms. Hall in the breakout room, and she does wish to take advantage of that offer.
Ms. Hall, were you able to hear Ms. Belcher just now?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it your understanding you'll be tendering a plea of guilty this morning, understanding that the sentence would be delayed for 6 months?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand the court accepts your plea this morning. You won't have a trial of any kind. You won't have the opportunity to call witnesses or present evidence on your own behalf.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily.
Yes, ma'am.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
You're pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, is it true that on June 18, 2021 in Van Buren Township, you committed the offense of retail fraud?
Yes, ma'am.
And that would have occurred at 10562 Belleville Road, the Walmart in Van Buren Township.
Yes, ma'am.
And the approximate value of the property was $113.47.
I wasn't aware of the amount, but yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Satisfied, Ms. Manarino?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Belcher?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Ma'am, the court accepts your plea in this matter as indicated, 6-month delayed sentence. As for fines and costs, Ms. Belcher, any comment?
Your Honor, I would just ask that you impose minimal fines and costs. My client is working diligently to try to find a job. She did indicate to me that she does have an interview today and another one tomorrow, so we're hopeful that she will be successful in her attempts.
Ms. Manarino, is Walmart requesting any restitution?
No, Your Honor.
Ma'am, the court will assess a fine of $200, cost of $100, crime victims of $75. There's a mandatory state cost of $50, fund fee of $20. By my math, that's $445. Are you able to pay that within 30 days or do you need more time?
Can I have a little bit more time, please?
Yes, ma'am. The matter will be referred to the court's collection department. You can do one of 3 things. You can go online to mi34thdistrictcourt.com, submit a written request for a payment plan. You can call the court's collection department to establish a payment plan, or you can come to the court. May I have your phone number, please?
734-819-7443.
Anything else in this matter, Ms. Manarino?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Belcher?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Hall, we're all set. Have a wonderful day, ma'am.
You too.
Thank you. Ms. Belcher, there is a Michael Jenkins who has a retail fraud who'd like to speak to you. Mary Ann will put you into a breakout room with him. And then there are Ms. Hubbard and Mr. Cleaver.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Bowditch.
Good morning, Your Honor. My apologies, Your Honor. I was in another court.
No worry. I advise your clients of the same. And Mr. Murphy, if he'll sit up, we'll call his case and we'll get going. This is 210373 Van Buren Township versus Daryl Murph.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of with Mr. Murph.
Angela Mannering on behalf of the people.
State your name, please, Mr. Murph.
Daryl Murph.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the adjourned pretrial. When we were here on July 15th, discovery was requested. How are we proceeding this morning?
Your Honor, I have received discovery. We want this set for a bench trial.
Mary Ann, bench trial date. Live or Zoom, Mr. Bowditch?
Live, Your Honor.
Can we do it at the end on the 16th, or do we need more?
Yep, that's what I was just going to say.
September 16th, 2021, at what time?
11:30.
11:30 a.m. Back with me here at 11129 South Wayne Road. Anything else in this matter, Ms. Manarino?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Anything else for Mr. Murph, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Murph, we'll see you here on the 16th, ready for trial, sir.
Okay, thank you.
What time was that?
Have a good
again, Your
day.
Honor? My apologies,
11:30.
Your Honor. What time was that?
11:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. This is 2104220M, the Van Buren Township versus Valerie Artuzo.
Angela Mannering on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Ms. Artuso. Your Honor, today's date and time set for a pretrial. Once again, Ms. Artuso is requesting a bench trial.
Ms. Artuzo, unmute yourself and state your name for me, please.
Valerie Artuso.
Discovery is complete in this matter.
Discovery is complete, Your Honor, and thank you, Ms. Manarino.
Live bench trial will be scheduled for September the 16th, 2021 at
I'm pulling it up. Give me 1 second.
I know, that's why I stopped talking.
$12 o'clock.
12 p.m.
Thank you,
September
Your Honor.
16th at 12 p.m. Ms. Manarino, Mr. Bowditch, and Ms. Artuzo. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. This is 21VB01011OT, Van Buren Township versus George Cole.
Angela Mannering on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joanne Prey on behalf of Mr. Cole.
May I have your P number, please, ma'am?
66127.
Thank you. This matter is scheduled for arraignment and pretrial this morning. For purposes of arraignment, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, the people would enter a plea of not guilty and waive arraignment.
As for bond in this matter,
Your Honor, Mr. Cole has absolutely no criminal history. He retained us immediately. He has the full support of his family. I'd be asked that he be given a personal bond, and I believe that we have a resolution on today's date.
bond is $3,000 personal. Thank you. You said there's a resolution,
Yes, Your Honor.
and that would be?
I would defer to Ms. Manarino.
Your Honor, we'd amend the driving while license suspended charge to an allowing charge.
Your Honor, and I would ask, and I don't believe Ms. Manarino has any objection to a sentence of fines and costs.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Cole, were you able to hear the comments of the attorneys just now?
Excuse me?
Were you able to hear the attorneys just now?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, do you need to speak to your client?
I will, Your Honor. I'll call him again, yes. Thank you.
We'll pass this matter briefly. Mr. Bowditch, you had another client?
Yes, Your Honor, I had a couple more. I had Miss Cromartie and Miss Cahill, or Cargill.
Are those both scheduled today, Jeff?
You know, I had them on my list today, but I also have them in September.
I don't see them on my list. They may be in
I
September.
have Cromartie at 10:20.
Oh, sorry, Judge. Oh, are those may not be mine then.
No, those are airports.
Sorry.
Yeah, Cromartie's an airport.
And Watts at 9:20. Have you seen Ms. Watts this morning?
No, ma'am.
Ms. Watts?
Yes.
Oh, you're just not named properly.
Okay.
You're fine. Stay put. This is 210423 and 21BB01070OM. These are both Van Buren Township versus Brittany Cherie Watts.
Angela Maynard on behalf of the people.
I think those may be mine also, Your Honor.
They are. That's why I'm calling them, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Could I get a breakout room with Miss Watts?
Absolutely. Mary Ann will facilitate that. Ma'am, is Mr. Orange there with you?
No, he's not, ma'am.
Thank you.
Miss Watts, join the breakout room, please.
Okay.
Which breakout room is it, Mary Ann?
3.
Is Ms. Belcher back with Mr. Jenkins?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm back and we're ready.
21BB01223OM, Van Buren Township versus Michael Jenkins.
Angela Maynard on behalf of the people.
And good morning again, Your Honor. Leanna Belcher on behalf of Mr. Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins, can you please state your name?
Michael Jenkins Jr.
Your Honor, I think for my notes, this is also set for an arraignment. If that's correct, we would waive the formal reading and stand mute. I did speak with Mr. Jenkins in a breakout room as well as Ms. Manarino. An offer was made where my client would be pleading under HIDA for 3 months, and he does want to take advantage of that offer.
Mr. Jenkins, were you able to hear what the attorney said just now?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's your understanding that you will be tendering a plea of guilty to the sole count of retail fraud, understanding that you will have HIDA status for 3 months?
Yes.
The court accepts your plea this morning. You won't have a trial of any kind. You give them the right to call witnesses on your own behalf and present evidence and see and cross-examine any witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
You're asking that, or you were just telling
I'm
me?
asking, do you understand that those are the rights
yeah.
you'll be giving up?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, and you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily? You haven't been threatened in any way?
No. No.
You're pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Sir, is it true that on June 16, 2021 in Van Buren Township, you committed the misdemeanor of retail fraud?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that occurred at 7477 Rostonville Road?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Manarino?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Belcher?
Yes, Your Honor, and I would just state for the record that Ms. Manarino did let me know there is restitution in the amount of $8.97.
$8.97?
That is correct, Your Honor, $8.97.
$8.97 restitution. Any other comment as to fines and costs in this matter?
No, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, I would just point out to the court that my client is 18 years old. He does work at Orotex. He's looking to go back to Saginaw College to enroll for football. Other than that, he has nothing on his criminal history, and we would just ask that you impose minimal fines and costs.
Thank you, Ms. Belcher. The court's going to assess a fine of $100, cost of $100, crime victims of $75, mandatory state cost of $50, fund fee of $20, and the restitution of $8.97. That's a total of $353.97. Mr. Jenkins, will you need time to pay this amount?
In the 30 days, yes.
A phone number for you, please, Mr. Jenkins?
313-622-2627.
Anything else in this matter, Ms. Manarino?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Belcher?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day, Mr. Jenkins. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay. One thing, I was just trying to figure out, how do I pay as far as the amounts that I owe?
You can go online and pay mi34thdistrictcourt.com. You can mail it to the court, or you can physically bring it to the court building.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Ms. Belcher, are you ready with Ms. Hubbard, or do you need to speak to her still?
Your Honor, I think Marianne invited me to a breakout room as Your Honor was on the record with my last one, so I do have to join in a breakout room and speak to Ms. Hubbard.
Thank you. We are back on the record with George Cole. Case ending 1011.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe the only thing Mr. Cole didn't hear was the actual plea bargain put on the record. So there was some confusion. If we could just place that on the record one more time.
Your Honor, we would amend the driving on a suspended license charge to an allowing charge.
Your Honor, and Mr. Cole be tendering a plea of guilty to that, and I'd be asking the court to consider a sentence of fines and costs. I believe Ms. Manarino has no objection to that.
Mr. Cole, were you able to hear the attorneys just now?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it your understanding that you will be entering a plea of guilty to the added count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive,
Yes.
and that the driving while license suspended case would be dismissed?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand, if the court accepts your plea to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, you won't have a trial of any kind. You won't have the opportunity to call witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're entering a plea this morning freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
You're pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, is it true that on April 20th, 2021 in Van Buren Township, you allowed an unlicensed driver to drive?
No, ma'am.
Your Honor, when I spoke with him, we spoke that he would be tendering a plea to saying he was suspended in driving, and that would be used for the factual basis for the lesser. That's why I believe he's confused at this time on that question.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Your Honor, when I spoke with him in preparation for trial, I indicated that he'd be making a factual basis that he was suspended and driving a vehicle, and that would be used for the basis for the lesser offense. I believe that's why he's confused as to the question. I'm trying to explain to him right now that he's pleading guilty in order to get the lesser offense to the question that you asked.
Mr. Cole, is it true that on April 20th, 2021 in Van Buren Township, you operated a vehicle while your license was suspended?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, Ms. Manarino?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, the court accepts your plea of guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Driving while license suspended will be dismissed. Fines and costs in this matter. Fines will be $300. Costs will be $200. There's crime victims of $75. There's mandatory state costs of $50. Fund fee of $20. There's a bench warrant fee of 50, a late fee of 50, an FAC of 45. That's $790. Are you able to pay that within 30 days or do you need more time?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Which one, sir?
I can pay as soon as possible.
I'll make a notation in the file that it will be paid within 30 days. You can go online and pay it. You can mail it to the court or you can bring it to the court. Anything else on behalf of the township?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else on behalf of Mr. Cole?
No, Your Honor, I apologize for the confusion today.
Don't, ma'am, don't apologize. It's fine. It's Thursday morning. Everything's good. Mr. Cole,
Okay.
we're all set, sir. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank you. Mr. Bowditch and Ms. Watts.
Ready, Your Honor.
Yeah, you might be ready, but I have to find the files. Back on the record with Van Buren Township versus Watts. Already have your appearances. How are we proceeding this morning?
Your Honor, could I get a case number on this?
There are two. There's 210423 and there's 21VB01070.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, at this time, Ms. Watts is requesting a bench trial live.
Live bench trial for Ms. Watts, Marianne?
You can do it that same day if you want, the 16th. That would be at 12:30.
At 12:30. At 12. Hey, you know what? It's
gonna be a
it is what it
busy
is.
day.
Is discovery complete in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe so. If not, I can contact Ms. Manarino.
Marianne, I'm telling you, you do this economy of paper, and then I can't find this little quarter sheet that's managed to scoot all the way over here. Live bench trial in this matter will be September the 16th, 2021 at 12:30 p.m. in courtroom number 1 at 11129 South Wayne Road in the city of Romulus. Anything else this morning in this matter, Ms. Manarino?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Watts, we will see you here on September 16th at 12:30. Have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Marianne, you should put a star on something on the 16th if we're going to have that kind of day. I'm not adverse to it. I just want to remember. Miss Belcher and Miss Hubbard.
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready on Hubbard.
210520 OM, Van Buren Township versus Faith Hubbard.
Angela Manarino on behalf of the people.
And good morning again, Your Honor. Leanna Belcher on behalf of Ms. Hubbard. Ms. Hubbard, can you state your name for the judge?
Faith Hubbard.
Your Honor, ask the arraignment, waive formal reading and stand mute. We did renegotiate this offer with Ms. Manarino. It's going to be a HIDA plea for 3 months. The restitution amount, Your Honor, is $154.49.
Ms. Hubbard, were you able to hear the attorney this morning?
Yes.
And is your understanding that you will be entering a plea under HIDA as charged, the retail fraud?
Yes.
You understand if the court accepts your plea this morning, you won't have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You won't have the opportunity to call witnesses on your own behalf or stand cross-examine any witnesses put forth by the prosecutor?
Yes.
And you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily? Ms. Hubbard, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
You're pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Is it true, ma'am, that on May the 29th, 2021 in Van Buren Township, you committed the offense of retail fraud by removing property from Walmart?
Yes.
The value of that property being $154.49.
Yes.
Satisfied, Ms. Manarino?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Belcher?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Any comments as to fines and costs, Ms. Belcher?
Your Honor, just pointing out my client is 17 years old. The items that she was taking were food items for her and her family, and we would just ask that Your Honor take that into consideration.
Ms. Hubbard, does your family continue to experience a food insecurity?
Yes.
Forgotten Harvest is at Van Buren Township Hall every Tuesday.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Fines and costs in this matter, minimal fine of $100, cost of $100, crime victims fee of $75, restitution of $154.49, state cost of $20, state cost of $50, fund fee of $20. That's $499.49 by the court's calculation, ma'am.
Okay.
As indicated in previous matters, you can go online to the court's website, request a payment plan in this matter, or you can call the court to request a payment plan.
Yes, ma'am.
Does your phone number still end in 4234?
Yes.
Anything else in this matter, Ms. Manarino?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Belcher?
No, Your Honor, I think Ms. Hubbard did have a question if this was reporting probation, and I just want to clarify for her. She's just being sentenced to pay the money amount that Your Honor stated, and she has to stay out of trouble for that time period.
Correct, non-reporting probation.
Okay.
Thank you for that clarification, Ms. Belcher. Ms. Hubbard, we're all set. You have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you,
Your Honor.
Mr. Cleaver and Ms. Belcher. Mr. Cleaver has a retail fraud case. And Ms. Zill never showed back up? No, okay.
Your Honor, may I be excused
Sir.
to join Judge Green again?
Absolutely, sir.
Thank
If you have
Your
any
Honor.
other matters appear, Mary Ann will reach out to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
$500.
Mary Ann, who's up?
I'm not ignoring you. I'm just looking at my notes. Deja.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry.
Mr. Bernstein is here with,
And that's the case I have my hand on, 21VB01020, Van Buren Township versus Christopher Gare.
Angela Marin on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with and on behalf of Mr. Geyer. Mr. Geyer, could you please say your name for the record?
Christopher Arnold Geyer.
Thank you, Mr. Geyer. Good morning, Mr. Bernstein.
Good morning, Your
Today's
Honor.
the day and
Your Honor-
time set for the arraignment and pretrial in this matter. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I was hoping to have a brief breakout room with the prosecutor, if that's possible.
Mary Ann will get you into a breakout room, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. I just saw, okay.
it's breakout room 2, Mr. Bernstein and Angela.
Oh, thanks, Mary Ann.
Yep.
Good morning, Mr. Tuttles.
Good morning, Your Honor. Yeah,
How are
Mr.
you, sir?
Sadler. I'm doing fine. How about yourself? You good?
I'm good. Is your client here?
I'm calling my client now. I think she's at work.
Okay. Okay, if you get her on, get her in. She's scheduled at 10:10. We're running a little bit behind, but you know, such as a Thursday.
Can I have a real brief breakout with the Madam Prosecutor?
When she comes back, we'll get you in with her as soon as we can.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Abdo, good morning.
Good morning.
What are you here for?
I have Trevor Tuller, Your Honor. It's a checkpoint violation. I just need a moment with the prosecutor.
Tuller?
Yep. Tuller. I'm a little bit early.
Thank you. You need to speak to Mr. Minna. Mary Ann will put you on with him while I step off for a moment. Thank you, Mary Ann.
Thank you, Your Honor, for taking care of that. Joining the prosecutor's room.
Can you go back into breakout room 2, Angela and Mr. Bernstein?
I just need a breakout room with Mr. Guyer himself, if that's possible.
Oh, sure. Okay, yep, I'll move you.
Thank you.
It'll be breakout room 4.
Oh. Are they ready on Guyer?
They just went back, the attorney and client breakout room.
Mr. Menace back. Nice tie, Mr. Abraham.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, I see your client. Do you need to speak to her or the prosecutor?
I need to talk to the prosecutor, please.
On McGee, Mercedes
Yes.
McGee.
Yes, Your Honor.
Marianne, if you would put Ms. Manarino and Mr. Abraham into a breakout room. Mr.
Mercedes McGee is mine, Your Honor.
Is whose? Mr.
I have
Mena,
Ms.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have McGee.
I'm just giving away your cases.
That's all
Mr.
right.
Mena and
Angela
Mr.
could-
Abraham.
Angela could do it all. I'll just watch.
Miss Manarino.
Yes, Judge.
I'm singing it because Mr. Bernstein is in with his client. Mr. Abdo's client is who? I forgot that fast. I'm telling you.
Mr. Abraham is breakout room 3.
Thank you.
Mr. Abdu?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is with
Your
me.
client's name, sir.
It's Trevor Tuller.
We just had this conversation. You would think that I could pay attention long enough to.
No, we're doing
I
good.
stepped
Your
off.
Honor.
I did 3 things and I lost track of it. Oh, and then Mr. Mena's trying to run away. Mr. Mena, give me 1 second. Were you already on Mr. Tuller?
We are, Your Honor.
21WM012730M, Wayne County Airport versus Tuller.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Mann appearing on behalf of the Wayne County Airport.
Your Honor, Cy Abdo, attorney for Trevor Tuller. He's in my office. We have a resolution.
That's correct, Judge. In exchange for a plea responsible to the lesser charge of double parking and payment of a $400 fine, as well as destruction of the item that was seized, the checkpoint violation would be dismissed.
That is correct, Your Honor. My client is grateful for this outcome, and we would plead responsible at this time to double parking. He has no prior record. This was truly an accident.
Mr. Tuller, you're able to hear the attorneys this morning?
Yes, I am.
And it's your understanding that you will be tendering a plea of responsible to the added count of double parking and the misdemeanor checkpoint violation will be dismissed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, is it true that on June 2nd, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus that you were double parked contrary to law?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Abdo?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Sir, the court accepts your plea of responsible to the added count of double parking. The misdemeanor checkpoint violation will be dismissed. The item seized will be destroyed.
He understands that, Your Honor. He's going to pay the fine forthwith with the online portal.
Thank you. Anything else
Judge.
in this matter, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Abdo?
No, Your Honor, we've covered it. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Thank you. We're all set. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
You as well, Judge.
Thank you. Ms. Belcher is back with Mr. Cleaver, 210515.
Your Honor, I need a little more time. I'm sorry to interrupt. I was just sending Mary Ann a message. Our breakout room closed. We are close to being closed right now.
Interrupt me whenever, Ms. Belcher. She'll put you back into a breakout room.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is 2105230 OM Van Buren Township versus Aaliyah Jacobs.
Angela Mannering on behalf of the people.
Could you state your name for me, please, ma'am?
Aaliyah Jacobs.
Ms. Jacobs, today is the end time set for your arraignment and pretrial, ma'am. It's alleged that on May 23rd, 2021, in Van Buren Township, you committed the misdemeanor of malicious destruction of property. Ma'am, this is punishable by up to 93 days in jail and fine of up to $500 plus court costs. There is an offer from the prosecutor that if you plead guilty, sentence in this matter will be delayed for 6 months. Do you wish to accept the offer of the prosecutor? Would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney, or would you like to proceed on your own?
I already had a court-appointed attorney in this matter that I have been speaking with, and I'm pleading not guilty.
Oh, Ms. Jacobs, that's my error. Ms. Belcher's name is on the file. If you would sit tight, we'll get you with you when she comes out of the breakout room.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Maria, what happened? Ms. Belcher and Mr. Cleaver.
We're back, Your Honor.
210515 OM Van Buren Township versus Cleaver.
Angela Mannering on behalf of the people.
And good morning again, Your Honor. Leanna Belcher on behalf of Mr. Cleaver. Mr. Cleaver, can you please state your name for the judge?
Ahmad Cleaver.
Your Honor, we waive formal reading and stand mute. I did have an opportunity to meet with my client in a breakout room. I did try to renegotiate with Ms. Mannering. Unfortunately, there is no offer on this file, and that's not going to change. And my client does understand that, and he would like to just plead as charged.
Mr. Cleaver, were you able to hear Ms. Belcher just now?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it your understanding that you'll be tendering a plea of guilty to the sole count of retail fraud in this matter?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand if the court accepts your plea this morning, you won't have a trial of any kind. You won't have the opportunity to call witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine any witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
You're pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, is it true that on April 13, 2021 in Van Buren Township, you committed the offense of retail fraud by removing property valued at $1,487.80 from the Walmart?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Mannering?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Belcher?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
As to fines and costs, your plea is going to be accepted in this matter, Mr. Cleaver. As to fines and costs in this matter, Ms. Belcher, any comment?
Your Honor, I just point out that my client is 21 years old. He is enrolled at Dorsey in their HVAC program. He's in the process of trying to find a job and waiting to possibly be called back for work. He does have strong family support. I know he wishes to address the court and apologize. Mr. Cleaver, you may do that now, sir.
Hello, I just want to apologize to the court first. I don't want to apologize. I know what I did was extremely wrong, and I understand I made a big mistake. And I also want to apologize to the store for the things I took, and I want to pay all of it back. I would just like to be able to keep going to school my 4 days a week, and I'm also waiting on 2 jobs to. But yes, I really want to apologize, and I know what I did was extremely wrong, and I'm trying to come back from it. I'm trying to get out of that. I mean, I'm trying to better myself, and
I appreciate the sincerity of your apology, Mr. Cleaver. Ms. Manarino, is Walmart seeking restitution in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, it's $1,487.80.
Mr. Cleaver, the court's going to assess a fine of $200, cost of $100. There's crime victims of $75, mandatory state cost of $50, fund fee of $20, and the restitution of $1,487.80. Ms. Belcher did comment that you are not working at this time. You indicated that you have some possible jobs lined up. I would suggest that you contact the court either through their on-site request for payment, which is mi34thdistrictcourt.com, or you can call the court's collection department to arrange a payment plan in this matter.
Okay,
Mr.
so
Cleaver, phone number for you, please, sir.
313-770-9561.
Anything else in this matter, Ms. Manarino?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Anything else, Ms. Belcher?
Not from the defense, Your Honor, thanks.
Mr. Cleaver, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Belcher, I did start calling the case of Jacobs. I did not realize that you were on this file. Do you need to speak to Ms. Jacobs this morning?
Yes, Your Honor, and actually Mary Ann's sending me the breakout room invite right now.
Thank you. And the parties are back on McGee? No. Parties are back on Geyer.
We are, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein here for Mr. Geyer. We have reached a resolution, Your Honor. But the prosecutor, please put on the record.
Wait, your client's missing.
Oh, we need him.
I'm bringing him back in.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Geyer is present now. How are we proceeding in this matter?
Your Honor, as to the retail fraud charge, Mr. Geyer is going to plead guilty to that charge. We would ask the court to take that under 771 for a period of 6 months, and there is no restitution being sought in this matter.
Mr. Geyer, were you able to hear the offer this morning?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
And it's your understanding you'll be tendering a plea of guilty to the sole count of retail fraud, understanding the sentence in this matter will be delayed for 6 months?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you won't have a trial of any kind, you won't have the opportunity to see or call witnesses on your own behalf?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're entering this plea freely and voluntarily. You haven't been threatened with anything, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, is it true that on April 21st, 2021 at the Walmart in Van Buren Township, you stole items for $33.92?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Manarino?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Bernstein?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, the court accepts your plea of guilty to the sole count of retail fraud. Sentence in this matter will be delayed for 6 months. As to fines and costs, any comment on behalf of your client, sir?
Your Honor, I can tell you that this has been a very stressful event for Mr. Geyer going through this process, and that stress has certainly outweighed the benefit of $33 in the big scheme of things. So knowing that, I think it's unlikely that you'll be seeing him again, Your Honor.
Thank you. Sir, the court's going to assess a fine of $200, cost of $100. There's crime victims of $75, mandatory state cost of $50, and the fund fee of $20. That's $445. Will you be able to pay that amount within 30 days, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Anything else in this matter, Ms. Manarino?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else in this matter, Mr. Bernstein?
No, Your Honor, but would the court please put me in a breakout room with the airport prosecutor? I have another case in front of Your Honor in about a half an hour. Just
Yes,
keep
sir.
things moving.
Mary Ann will put you
Thank
in
you.
with Mr. Mena.
Your Honor, this is Attorney Tuttles. I'd like to break out room with the prosecutor as well, as soon as you can.
Which one?
It would be who is for Sattler, Burnett. I'm not sure which one.
That would be Mr. Mena. So when Mr. Mena's done with whom he just went in with, you can have him.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Rabitwer.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm wonderful, sir. How are you?
Great. Thank you very much.
Is your client here?
She should be. She told me she was in a waiting room.
I'm bringing her in.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. September 23rd. All right. And if the deviation, that would.
Whoever has whatever going on in the background, please mute yourself. Mr. Martell, I see your notes. If you get your clients, if they're not already in the breakout, if they're not already in the main session, if you would get them to connect with the court, we'll get you smeared or seen as soon as possible. This is 21WM01337OM. This is Wayne County Airport versus Pamela Bruder. Appearances, please.
Your Honor, please the court. Mitchell Rabitwer, P26054, appearing on behalf of Ms. Broder. We have no objection to proceeding by video conferencing.
State your name for me, please, ma'am.
Pamela Broder.
Thank you. This matter is scheduled for arraignment and pretrial this morning. Mr. Rabitwer, the court did receive your appearance and the request to waive the arraignment in this matter.
Yeah, I could do that formally now. We'll waive reading of the complaint and stand mute.
Thank you, sir.
Respectfully request the opportunity to speak to Mr. Mena in a breakout room if available.
Before you go in with Mr. Mena, are you aware that there's an offer to plead as charged, delayed sentence of 3 months?
I'm not aware of that, but I'd still like to speak to Mr. Mena if possible.
Understood. I just wanted to put that on the record. Mary
I
Ann will
appreciate
put
that.
Mr. Rabitwer and Mr. Mena in a breakout room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr. Bernstein, did you go into the breakout room and come back out?
I did, Your Honor, and we reached a resolution on my case. I am here a little bit early. It's a resolution to a civil infraction. I would have authority to put on the record if the court would allow us to do it. If not a big deal. I can come back in a half hour.
Who's your client?
That would probably help. The last name is spelled Skahen. And Mr. Geyer, you can leave the meeting.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Bernstein, let me see if I can get some of these. What's the civil infraction?
Honestly, I don't think we defined.
I'm sorry. Let's give us 1 second. 21WM01551 Wayne County Airport versus Daniel Skahen.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein here for Mr. Skahen. And I imagine that the civil infraction was double parking, but now Mr. Mena is back, so maybe he can Correct me
It
if
is
I'm
double
wrong.
parking. It is double parking for $100, sir.
Right, right.
And you have the authority from your client to enter a plea on his behalf,
I do, Your Honor.
and you're tendering a plea of responsible to the double parking.
Yes, Your Honor.
And your client's going to need how much time to pay that, sir?
Could you please have 14 days, Your Honor?
Absolutely. Anything else in this matter?
No, Your Honor. Thank you for your time, and thank you, Mr. Mena.
You're welcome. Judge, could we have Mary Ann put me and Mr. Rabitwer back into the breakout room? We got bounced out.
Absolutely.
It won't take long.
Yeah, yeah. I thought I just saw.
Your Honor, I'm back and ready on Ms. Jacobs.
That's what I thought. I thought I saw you and then I didn't.
I turned off my camera. You know, gotta hide the mom bun.
Whatever. 210523 OM Van Buren Township versus Jacobs.
Angela Mannering on behalf of the people.
And good morning again, Your Honor. Leanna Belcher on behalf of Ms. Jacobs. Ms. Jacobs, can you please state your name?
Aaliyah Jacobs.
Your Honor, I believe I read she's set for an arraignment on the information. If that's correct, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. As for resolving this matter, Ms. Manarino was kind enough to reduce the delayed sentence from 6 months down to 2. My client will be pleading under 771.1 for 2 months, and there is no restitution.
Ms. Jacobs, you were able to hear Ms. Belcher's comments just now.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it's your understanding that you will be pleading guilty to the sole count of malicious destruction of property?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you've had the opportunity to discuss the rights you'd be waiving with Ms. Belcher on entry of this plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
You're pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Jacobs, is it true that on May the 23rd, 2021, you committed the act of malicious destruction of property by willfully or maliciously destroying property owned by another, that being a 2014 Escape?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Manarino?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Belcher?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ma'am, the court accepts your plea as indicated as previously agreed by the parties. The sentence will be delayed for 2 months. As for fines and costs in this matter, Ms. Belcher, any comment?
Your Honor, my client is currently enrolled in a schooling program. She's getting ready to graduate that program and start her career search. That is why Ms. Manarino was kind enough to allow her to have a shorter delay so that this will not prohibit her from finding any job opportunities. As far as fines and costs, Your Honor, we would ask that you just impose the minimal fines and costs.
The court will impose a fine of $200, cost of $100. There's $75 crime victims fee, $50 mandatory state costs, and $20 fund fee for a total of $445. Ms. Jacobs, will you be able to pay that within 30 days or do you need more time?
Your Honor, can you give me more time, please?
I can't give you more time. What I'll ask you to do is contact the court's collection department. As I've indicated in the other files, you can either go online to mi34thdistrictcourt.com, submit a written request for a payment plan, or contact the court's collection department.
I'll get it paid
Ma'am, we have
within 30 days, Your Honor.
If you need more time, you can contact the court. That's fine. We have a phone number for you that ends in 6765. Is this still a valid phone number, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you so very much. Anything else in this matter, Ms. Manarino?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Belcher?
No, Your Honor. Ms. Jacobs, I just wish you the best.
All right, thank you, Leanna. Have a good day.
Have a good day, Ms. Jacobs. The party's ready on McGee.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe so.
We're back on the record in 21 WM 01401 Wayne County Airport versus Mercedes McGee.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Meadow appearing on behalf of the airport.
Mr. Abraham? Unmute yourself, please, sir.
Judge, I need to be in a breakout room with Ms. McGee, please.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thank you.
I don't see her in here any longer.
I'm here.
Oh,
She's
good, there you
here.
are. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on one second.
Okay. Your Honor, this is Tuttles. I'm still waiting to go into that breakout room.
With Mr. Minna?
Yes.
Mary
I've
Ann
been
will
waiting.
put you in with Mr. Minna right now.
Thank you.
Mr. Tuttles, it's breakout room 4.
Your Honor, I was able to get in contact with Miss Zeal from 9 o'clock this morning, and she's logging back into Zoom.
Thank you.
Hello.
Ma'am, we can see you and we can hear you. Thank you. Mr. Martell? Mary Ann, do you want to get these unidentified people identified, please?
Yeah, I would love to.
Thank you.
My probation officer. He's on the FaceTime or get that over with. And Adams. Yeah, look.
Hello? Yes, ma'am, what is your name, please?
Stephanie Taylor.
Thank you.
That Zoom up. Zoom up.
Judge, I'm bringing Holly Zeal back in.
Thank you. Ms. Belcher, Ms. Zill is back.
Hello, this
That
is
was in
Holly
check,
Zale.
too.
We're back, Miss Belcher. Miss Belcher,
Sorry, Judge, I'm here.
I'm sorry, ma'am. This is case ending 1167 Van Buren Township versus Holly Zeal.
That's me. Hello.
Miss Manarino
Angela Manning on behalf of the people.
and Leanna Belcher on behalf of Miss Zeal. Miss Zeal, will you state your name again for the record?
Holly Beth Zeal.
Your Honor.
Zehel.
As to the arraignment, we waive formal reading and stand mute. I did have an opportunity to meet with my client in a breakout room. I did renegotiate the offer with Angela down to a 771 for 3 months. We're just asking for a little more, Your Honor. My client does have a hearing impairment, and this is her first contact with the criminal justice system. So I just want adequate time to explain everything to her before we proceed.
You need to go into a breakout room with her again?
No, Your Honor, I think this is going to take more than just a breakout room time, and I don't want to hold up your docket. So I'm requesting a return date so that I have unlimited time on the phone, or I can set an in-person meeting with her and make sure that she understands everything that's going on.
We can bring you back on the 16th. Would that give you enough time to talk to her?
On my part, yes.
Yes, ma'am. We can adjourn the pretrial to September the 16th, 2021 at 9:20 a.m. That's back with me and that's back by Zoom. Miss Zeal has had trouble with the technology when she appeared previously, so I'm not sure how best to proceed, but I just want to make sure that Ms. Belcher, you're aware that there's a note in the file that that has been an issue. Her bond will be set at 1,000 personal in the interim.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You already have the contact information for her, so we will see you back here on September the 16th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Minna, are you ready with Ms. Bruder?
Yes, Your Honor. I think we're ready on Bruder and McGee and Sadler Burnett.
That's how I have them queued up. Thank you, sir. Back on the record in 1337, Airport versus Bruder.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Minna appearing on behalf of the airport.
Once again, Your Honor, please court, Mitchell Rabitwer, P26054, appearing on behalf of Pamela Broder.
This matter was scheduled for arraignment and pretrial this morning. Mr. Rabitwer has already waived the formal reading of the complaint in this matter. How are we proceeding as to the pretrial?
Your Honor, I believe we have a resolution in this case in exchange for a plea of responsible to double parking, payment of $400 in fines, and destruction of the items seized. We will dismiss the checkpoint violation.
Judge has an accurate statement. At this time, Ms. Broder will enter a plea of responsible to the double parking ticket.
Ms. Broder, you've been able to hear the conversations of the attorneys this morning,
Yes, ma'am.
and you've had sufficient time to discuss your rights and the rights you'd be waiving by entering a plea this morning with Mr. Rabitwer.
Yes, Your Honor.
And this morning, it's your intention to tender a plea of responsible to the added count of double parking.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand that the misdemeanor checkpoint violation will be dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, is it true that on June 8th, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you were double parked contrary to law?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Rabitwer?
I am, Judge.
Satisfied, Mr. Minna?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, the court accepts your plea of responsible to the added count of double parking. You will be assessed a fine and cost totaling $400. The misdemeanor will be dismissed and there will be a destruction of the item seized by the airport. Ma'am, are you able to pay that within 30 days?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything else in this matter, Mr. Minna?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Rabitwer?
No, Your Honor, thank you very much.
Ms. Broder, best luck to you. $400 within 30 days. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, everybody. Be safe.
This is 21WM01401. This is Wayne County Airport versus Mercedes McGee. Appearances, please. Oh, no, we have your appearances. This matter was scheduled for arraignment and pretrial. For purposes of arraignment, how are we proceeding this morning?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Douglas Abraham for Ms. McGee. We are waiving a formal reading. Enter a plea to stand mute.
And for purposes of pretrial, how are we proceeding?
I've discussed this matter with the prosecutor. Ms. McGee is going to plead guilty under the delayed sentence of 771 statute for a very short term of probation. And
That would be 3 months, Your Honor, as was put in the plea offer.
Thank you. Ms. McGee, were you able to hear the attorneys this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's your understanding that you'll be tendering a plea of guilty to the checkpoint violation?
Yes, ma'am.
That sentence in this matter is going to be delayed for a period of 3 months.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that the court accepts your plea this morning. You won't have a trial of any kind. You won't have the opportunity to call witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, is it true that on June 15, 2021, you committed a checkpoint violation at Wayne County Airport by bringing a dangerous weapon through the checkpoint?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, Mr. Minna?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Abraham?
yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, the court will accept your plea with a delayed sentence of 3 months. What was the item brought through the checkpoint?
It was a firearm, Your Honor.
Ms. McGee, the court's going to assess a fine of $500, cost of $200. There's $75 crime victims fee. There's $50 mandatory state cost. There's $20 fund fee. By the court's calculation, that's a total of $845, ma'am. As indicated in other matters, you can either pay that amount on the court's website, you can bring it to the court, mail it to the court. You can go online to the court's website, mi34thdistrictcourt.com. You can submit a request for a payment plan, or you can call the court's collection department and set a payment plan. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Minna?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Abraham?
Yes, Your Honor. My client's interested in return of her weapon. She has no criminal record. She has a CPL license. She's a 16-year employee of the airport. It was just an oversight when she had worked late the night before and had to return to the airport at 4 a.m. and simply forgot it was in her bag. She's no incident, fully cooperative, but she'd like to retain possession of the weapon.
There on the offer from the airport, it indicates that the gun may be returned upon successful completion of the non-reporting probation, so 3 months from now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Abraham?
No, thank you. No.
We're all set. Ms. McGee, good wishes to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. This is 21WM00190A and B. This is Wayne County Airport versus Sattler Burnett.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Minna appearing on behalf of the airport.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Antonio D. Tuttles, on behalf of my client, that is Ms. Sattler Burnett, who is physically not present in your courtroom. I do ask the court to waive her physical presence. It is my understanding that Ms. Sattler is at work at this particular time. What we have in front of us, Your Honor, is a pretrial. I've had an opportunity to speak with the people's attorney, that would be Mr. Minna, and we have a very a potential resolution that I think my client will take advantage of. But what I want to do is move this for 2 weeks so I can have an opportunity to talk to my client, you know, intelligently about this situation.
Any objection, Mr. Minna?
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Tuttles, my only concern is that this is the second time that your client has not been present. She still has not been arraigned in this matter, but that being the case, the court will adjourn this arraignment and pretrial to September the 16th, 2021 at 10 a.m. That will be back with me, and that's back by Zoom. We'll see you on the 16th of September, sir.
What time is that again?
10, sir, 10 a.m. Thank you, Mr. Tuttles. We'll see you then.
Okay.
Oh, Mary Ann.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm only saying it because I thought I saw Presley earlier. Maybe not. Bradford. Foley. Stanley. Range. Coleman. I know I saw Mr. Coleman. Is he still here?
Yep, he's here.
This is This is 132580 and 132581, Wayne County Airport versus Earl Coleman.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Mudd appearing on behalf of the airport.
State your name for me, please, Mr. Coleman.
Earl Coleman.
Mr. Coleman, today is the day and time set for your arraignment and pretrial in both of these matters, sir. It's alleged that on June the 7th, 2013, at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you had open intoxicants in the vehicle. On that same day at that same location, it's also indicated that you were in possession of marijuana. Sir, these are both misdemeanors punishable with a fine of up to $500 plus court costs and 90 days in jail. Mr. Mena, there is a offer in the file that indicates that if Mr. Coleman pleads guilty to the open intoxicants, that the other file would be dismissed. Is this the current offer?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Mr. Coleman, would you like to accept the offer put forth by the prosecutor? Would you like the opportunity to speak to a court-appointed attorney, or do you intend to proceed on your own in some other way?
Court appointed.
Mr. Coleman, I'm going to have you go into a breakout room with Miss Belcher. She is in room number 1. You're seeing an invitation from the court's clerk to join her there. Thank you.
Judge, if you're going by time, I don't mean to interrupt, but Daisha Williams is here.
I am going by time, and I appreciate that because I lost track of what was. This is, thank you so very much, Marianne. 181503 1843 183562 183563 and 20VB02247. These are all Van Buren Township versus Daisha Williams.
Angela Manarino on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Ms. Williams, unmute yourself and state your name for me, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daisha Williams.
Ms. Williams, these matters are set for arraignment and pretrial this morning. Ma'am, were you looking to proceed on your own, or were you looking for the assistance of the court-appointed attorney this morning?
A court-appointed attorney.
She just went into a breakout room on another matter. When she comes out, we'll queue you up to go in with her, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Williams.
You're welcome.
This is, I have called this case a couple of times now. Good morning, Mr. Martell.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Have you spoken to either Daryl Bird or James Lovejoy this morning?
To my knowledge, my staff has advised me that they are both on. Right now, I'm not sure if their names are identified. And also, I'd like to apologize for any delay this morning, as I did appear this morning in person, but was denied access and then suffered some technical difficulties logging into Zoom. However, we are here. And again, my apologies.
I don't see either of your clients identified as such. Is there a Daryl Bird in the main session right now?
Yes.
Mr. Bird is not properly labeled. As
Mr.
for
Bird,
this
if you can,
case,
please
no, Mr. Martell, Marianne will take care of that. 21-WM01052, Wayne County Airport versus Daryl Bird. This matter is scheduled for pretrial this morning. Appearances, please.
James Munn appearing on behalf of the airport, Your Honor.
And good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. Edward Martell, P85051 of the Perkins Law Group on behalf of Daryl Bird, who's participating via Zoom. Mr. Bird, please state your name for the record.
Daryl Bird.
And Mr. Bird, you consent to this hearing via Zoom, correct?
Yes.
How are we proceeding in this matter this morning?
Your Honor, this is an airport matter, as this court is aware. I do believe if I could have a brief breakout room with Mr. Minna, this matter could likely be resolved. It's a marijuana matter, a use of marijuana matter. And again, if I could have a brief breakout room, I believe that would be the ultimate resolution.
Marianne will put you in with your client. Thank you, Marianne. Ms. Iverson, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
What is your client's name, ma'am?
I have Ms. Lindsay Sidney. And Your Honor, we are just asking to waive the formal reading and asking for just a brief adjournment or a new date so I can speak with Mr. Mena on this.
I have no objection.
This is 21-WM01282OM, Wayne County Airport versus Lindsay Sidney. I've noted counsel's appearances, waive the formal reading. Oh, give me 1 second. Ms. Sidney, would you state your name for the court, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Lindsay Sidney.
Thank you so very much. Ms. Iverson, I'm not sure if you're aware there's an offer in the file for a 3-month delayed sentence.
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to discuss that further with.
Thank you. Ma'am, what I'll do is set your client's bond in this matter at 1,000 personal just for this arraignment purpose, file completion. You requested an adjournment. The court's next date with the airport is, in fact, September the 16th at 10 a.m.
Whoops, 1 second, I'm looking at August. That's perfect, Your Honor.
That's back with this court, back by Zoom, September 16, 2021 at 10 a.m. Anything further in this matter, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Iverson?
Nothing further, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Good to see you, ma'am. Have a good day.
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, if I could interrupt, Marianne, am I supposed to go to room 4
No, I'm sorry.
with Mr. Martell?
I think he
I
wanted.
thought you were.
I thought he wanted to go in with his client. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Marianne. You're right.
Okay.
Oh, I was wrong. Sorry about
And
that.
for time purposes, Ms. Pledgler is at 10:10 and Ms. Stephanie Taylor is when? At 10:20. So Ms. Pledger, let me get you.
Can I just interrupt? I apologize, Judge, but Miss Patrick, Attorney Melissa Patrick, has sent me a chat, and you may want to address this. I think she has an issue where she has to go. She was in an accident.
Oh, who's her client?
Her client is Casey Pierce.
Pierce, here's the problem. If an attorney, if I can't see them, I don't know that they're waiting, and I don't know who they're with. I'm happy to call. I'm happy to get the attorneys where they need to be. This is 21WM012720M, Wayne County Airport versus Casey Pierce.
For the record, Your Honor, James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport.
Hi, Your Honor, Melissa Patrick on behalf of Mr. Pierce. I'm not exactly sure if he has logged in yet.
Pierce,
no, that's not him.
Casey Pierce.
There's
I don't see your client.
No, I'm sorry. There's someone that's unidentified. I don't know if you want me to bring them in.
I don't want to guess at who it is. It's Marianne, if you want to, that's fine. Ms. Patrick, have you been in communication with your client this morning?
I have. I emailed him yesterday, and I texted him while I've been waiting, and asked him if he had logged in already. And he says yes, coming. I guess he hadn't logged in. I'm not exactly sure why, Your Honor.
Is it that you need to go somewhere else? You have another court to be in?
I'm actually sitting in the doctor's chair now. I was in the parking lot and now I'm in the doctor's chair, and I think I may be here for just about 20 minutes or so. I can log back on and get in contact with him and get him on this Zoom call, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. There is an offer from the prosecutor for double parking, $300 fine. If you want to convey that to your client, and when you have him log in, make sure that he's identified as Pierce. I just don't see him.
Okay, I will relay
Thank
that
you.
information to him.
Mr. Mena, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Investigator Carol.
Okay.
Why are you letting him go?
I'm sorry, I can wait.
No, Ms. Belcher is back with Mr. Coleman, and Mr. Coleman has been here, and if there's something we're resolving, I'm sorry, investigator, this is 132580 and 81. Ms. Belcher, you're back with your client.
Leanna Belcher on behalf of Mr. Coleman. Mr. Coleman, state your name for the record. He may have went into a breakout room, Your Honor. I did get an invite when Marianne resent the invite to Mr. Mena, so it's possible he's there.
I'm bringing him back out right now, but if you had time to discuss this matter with Mr. Mena.
Yes, I did renegotiate the offer with Mr. Mena. I communicated that offer to Mr. Coleman, and I believe Mr. Coleman will be accepting that offer of double parking $250, but I'll let him confirm that for the court. Mr. Coleman, if you could please unmute your microphone, state your name, and let the judge know if you want to proceed with that offer.
Earl Coleman, and yes.
Yes, double parking. Ms.
Yes.
Belcher, is your understanding that both of these misdemeanors would then be dismissed?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Coleman, you've had sufficient time to speak with Ms. Belcher this morning. Mr. Coleman, have you had sufficient time to speak with Ms. Belcher this morning?
Yes.
And it's your understanding that you'll be tendering a plea of responsible to one count of double parking and that 2 misdemeanors will be dismissed?
Yes.
Sir, is it true that on June the 7th, 2018, you were double parked contrary to law at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus?
Yes.
Satisfied, Ms. Belcher?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Coleman, the court accepts your plea of responsible to the sole count of double parking. The 2 misdemeanors will be dismissed. Fines and costs of $250. Will you be able to pay that within 30 days?
Yes.
Sir, you can go online to MI 34th District Court and pay that. You can mail it to the court or you can bring it to the court. Anything else in this matter, Ms. Belcher?
No, Your Honor.
We're all set. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
This is 21WM01250. This is Wayne County Airport versus Carmen Pleasure. Ms. Pleasure, unmute yourself and state your name for the record, please.
Carmen Pleasure.
Ms. Bledger, this is the day and time set for your arraignment and pretrial. It's alleged that on May 30th, 2021, at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you committed a checkpoint violation by taking a firearm through the checkpoint or attempting to take pass a firearm through the checkpoint. It's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 50 days, punishable by up to 93 days in jail and fine of up to $500 plus court costs. There is an offer from the prosecutor. If you plead guilty as charged, sentence in this matter will be delayed for a period of 3 months. So long as you incur no new criminal offenses, the matter would thereafter be dismissed. Would you like to accept the offer put forth by the prosecutor?
I'm sorry.
Would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney? Would you like to proceed on your own?
I proceed on my own.
You like to what?
I need my own attorney.
Okay, and ma'am, I couldn't hear you for a second.
I would like to proceed with my own attorney.
Proceed with your own attorney?
I would need time. Yes, I would need time. Not proceed today.
Have you been in contact with an attorney yet?
No, Your Honor.
Do you wish to speak to the court-appointed attorney we have available this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Belcher.
Yes, Judge, I can speak with her. I heard everything.
Thank you. Ms. Pleasure, if you would join Ms. Belcher, you'll see an invitation to join her in a breakout room. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Taylor.
Room 1.
Mr. Minna, are you back with Mr. Martell and Mr. Byrd?
I am, Your Honor. There was an offer put in that file. That is not going to be the offer, Judge. So I just want to make sure it's clear on the record.
Your Honor, for the record, I was asking to speak with Mr. Minna in the breakout room, not Mr. Byrd, but I was only able to see Mr. Byrd in the back room.
So Mr. Minna is going to go in with Mr. Minna. Mr. Minna is going to go in with Mr. Martell.
Thank you.
That's fine, Judge. Too many M's running around in the names.
Breakout room 4.
Okay.
Miss Stephanie Taylor.
Yes.
This is 21WM01275, 21WM00348. These are both Wayne County Airport versus Stephanie Taylor. Ms. Taylor, today is the day and time set for your arraignment and pretrial. Ma'am, it's alleged that on April 28th, 2021, at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you did in fact defraud a innkeeper, which is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail and fine of up to $500 plus court costs. There's an offer from the prosecutor in the file that if you plead guilty, the matter will be taken, sentence in the matter will be delayed for 3 months, so long as you paid the fines and costs assessed in this matter and committed no new criminal offenses. The matter will be reviewed for dismissal. Do you wish to accept the offer made by the prosecutor? Would you like the opportunity to speak to the court-appointed attorney, or do you wish to proceed on your own this morning?
I'll take the offer of the prosecutor, Dane.
Ma'am, you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you won't have a trial of any kind, you won't have the opportunity to see and call witnesses on your own behalf, and you won't have the opportunity to cross-examine any witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes.
Ma'am, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, I am.
Ma'am, is it true that on April 28, 2021, at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you defrauded an innkeeper by failing to pay $128 to Blue Deck Parking?
Yes, it is.
Ma'am, the court will accept your plea in this matter.
Okay.
As previously indicated, sentence will be delayed for a period of 3 months pursuant to 771.1 and as offered by the prosecutor. The court will assess a fine of $100, cost of $100. There's crime victims of $75. There's $128 restitution to Blue Deck Parking, $50 mandatory state cost, $20 fund fee. By the court's calculation, That's $473. Ma'am, are you able to pay that within 30 days or do you need more time?
Can I please get more time?
Yes, ma'am. As I've indicated on the record previously, you can go online to mi34thdistrictcourt.com and submit a request for a payment plan. You can call the court's collection department and request a payment plan.
Okay.
Your phone number, please, ma'am.
313-658-2052.
Anything else this morning, Ms. Taylor?
No, it's not, and thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a wonderful day. Ms. Belcher and Ms. Pledger.
Yes, Your Honor, we're back and we are ready to proceed.
Case ending 1250.
Leanna
Good morning,
Belcher on
Your
behalf. Oh, go ahead, Jim. Sorry.
Sorry. Good morning, Your Honor. James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport.
And Leanna Belcher on behalf of Ms. Pledger. Ms. Pledger, can you state your name?
Carmen Elizabeth Pledger.
Your Honor, I did go over the offense with my client. I know Your Honor went over that with her as well, so I don't know if she was technically fully arraigned, but if she was not, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. I did have an opportunity to meet with my client in a breakout room. I did go through the offer with her and answer all questions that she had. She does wish to take advantage of the offer. We would just be inquiring from Mr. Mena if she is allowed, and he may have texted me back. Yes, she just wanted the return of her firearm at the end of the probationary period, and he did state that she can contact the police department upon her term ending and request the firearm back.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Ms. Pledger, you had sufficient time to talk to Ms. Belcher this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
And it's your understanding that you will be tendering a plea of guilty to the checkpoint violation at the airport?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that by entering this plea, you give up a right to call witnesses on your own behalf and see and cross-examine any witnesses put forth by the prosecutor?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
You're pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, is it true that on May 30th, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you took a firearm through an airport checkpoint?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Belcher?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Ma'am, the court accepts your plea of delay sentence of 3 months as previously indicated, will assess a fine of $500, cost of $200, crime victims of $75, state costs of $50, and fund fee of $20. That's a total of $845. There is an indication from the airport that upon successful completion of this probationary period, meaning you don't incur any new offenses and you pay the $845, that your gun may be returned. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Belcher?
No, Your Honor, and I would just indicate for my client, if you cannot pay that in 30 days, to go on the court's website and you can make a request for a payment plan.
Thank you.
Your phone number, Ms. Pledger?
313-208-3129.
Thank you much, Ms. Pledger. Good luck to you. Are the parties ready on Berg?
I see
No,
Mr.
it doesn't look
Martell's
like it.
not quite connected yet, Your Honor.
Ms. Petway?
Hello. Judge, I'm going to put Miss Belcher and Miss Williams in a breakout room.
Thank you. 21WM013720M. This is Wayne County Airport versus Brittany Nicole Petway. State your
Morning,
name
Honor.
for me, please, ma'am. Oh,
Morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. James
Go
Mena
ahead, Ms.
appearing on behalf of the airport.
Ms. Petway?
Yes.
Today is the day and time set for your arraignment and pretrial, ma'am. It's alleged that on June 12, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you committed the checkpoint violation by taking a electronic weapon device through security. This is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, fines of up to $500 plus court costs. There's an offer from the prosecutor that if you plead guilty to this charge, Sentence in this matter will be delayed for a period of 3 months, so long as you paid any fines and costs assessed and did not commit any new criminal offenses during this 3-month period, that the matter will be reviewed for dismissal. Do you wish to accept the offer made by the prosecutor? Would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney, or would you like to proceed on your own this morning?
May I please speak to a court of?
Yes, Ms. Petway, she just went to a breakout room with another person, but we will put you in line to talk to her, Mary Ann. Thank you so much, Ms. Petway. If you remute yourself, we'll get you in with her as soon as possible. It looks like Mr. Martell has now reconnected. Mr. Martell, are you ready to proceed on Byrd, the case ending 1052?
Yes, Your Honor.
What are we doing in this matter, gentlemen?
Your Honor, unfortunately, we're unable to reach a resolution today. Your Honor, I would ask that we set a final pretrial in this matter in the hopes of reaching a resolution before that date.
Final pretrial will be September the 16th, 2021 at 10:10 a.m. That's back with this court, and that's back by Zoom.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is there anything else in this matter, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else as to Mr. Byrd, Mr. Martell?
Not as to Mr. Byrd, Your Honor, but as the court is aware, I also have Mr. Lovejoy.
We're all set, Mr. Byrd. You may disconnect. Lovejoy. Is James Lovejoy with us? Mr. Martell, your client still has not checked in. He'll have until the end of the docket. Otherwise, capious will issue.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will
Thank
reach out
you.
to him immediately. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Casey Pierce, did Mr. No, okay. Mary Ann Cremati, did Mr. Bowditch come back?
No, I will let him know.
Mr. Cardassis, I see you. Give me 1 second. I'll get your file pulled.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is 21WM01335 A and B. These are Wayne County Airport versus Howard Chin. Appearances, please.
James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport, Your Honor.
Morning, Your Honor. Jason Cardasis appearing on behalf of Mr. Chin, who's also present.
State your name for me, please, Mr. Chin.
Howard Chin.
Thank you, sir. Today is the day time set for arraignment and pretrial in these matters. Mr. Cardassis, how are we proceeding?
At this time, my client will proceed with a not guilty plea. I'd like the matter set for pretrial. I'd also like a discovery order in this case so I could receive any discovery or body cam footage from the officer.
As to bond in this matter, any comment, Mr. Cardassis?
Your Honor, my client has resided in Michigan his whole life. He's never been charged with a misdemeanor or a crime. I've represented Mr. Chin over the last 15 years. I'm well familiar with him. He works in Michigan. I think a personal bond is appropriate. He showed up at every hearing that I've represented him in civil matters.
Any comment, Mr. Mena?
Your Honor, we'll leave it to the court's discretion.
Mr. Chin's bond will be set at $5,000 personal. The court will assign a discovery order upon its presentation to the court. We'll adjourn the pretrial to September 16, 2021 at 10:10 a.m. Mr. Cardassis, was it your intention for the civil infraction
Okay, I'm on there.
to be continued that way as well?
I think that's appropriate, Honor, if we could just push the civil infraction over to the new pretrial date.
Absolutely. These cases will travel together. We'll see you back here on September 16th at 10:10 a.m. back by Zoom again. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Cardassis?
No, thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Mr. Lovejoy. shoot. Mr. Martell still here?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is 21WM00145. This is Wayne County Airport versus James Lovejoy.
For the record, Your Honor, James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport.
And good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. May it please this most honorable court, Edward Martell, P85051 of the Perkins Law Group, on behalf of James Lovejoy. Mr. Lovejoy, please state your name for the record. Mr. Lovejoy.
Yes, James Lovejoy.
Okay, and Mr. Lovejoy, you consent to this hearing via Zoom, correct?
Yes.
And you consent to me
Today
standing
is the day and time set for the adjourned pretrial in this matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
How are we proceeding this morning?
Your Honor, as the court is aware, I'm standing in for Attorney of Record Mohammed Nasser. Mr. Nasser is in continued negotiations and discussions with the city attorney on this matter and is requesting a final pretrial date.
Final pretrial date will be September the 16th, 2021 at 10:20 a.m. That's back with this court, back by Zoom. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Martell?
Nothing for defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Lovejoy, we'll see you back here on September the 16th. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day, Your Honor.
Ms. Cremati, we see you. Your attorney is in another courtroom. Ms. Petway is back with Ms. Belcher.
Your Honor, I'm back with Ms. Williams.
Thank you, Ms. Belcher. In the matter of Daisha Williams, Van Buren case ending 2247.
Anna Belcher, on behalf of, oh, sorry, Angela, gosh, I'm bad at that today. Go for it again.
Angela Manor on behalf of the people.
And Leanna Belcher on behalf of Ms. Williams. Ms. Williams, state your name for the judge.
Mrs. Williams. Good morning.
Your Honor, Ms. Williams does have several matters up. Would you enlighten me? Are any of these set for arraignment? I know some of the files are from 2018.
The most recent one is the 2247. She was arraigned back in November and then failed to appear.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have to rearraign her.
No, it looks like all the warrants have been canceled in these matters.
Okay, and I did have an opportunity to meet with Ms. Williams in a breakout room. I did go over the offer with her, Your Honor. She is going to be accepting the offer. The offer is pleading to one DWLS. In exchange, the other one will be dismissed. The A and B will be dismissed, and she'll be pleading to the retail fraud and the larceny.
Ms. Williams, were you able to hear Ms. Belcher just now?
Yes, Your Honor.
And it's your understanding that you will be tendering pleas of guilty, let's say, to driving while license suspended in 181503, the retail fraud, which is the 2020 case that ends in 2247, and the larceny case that is 183563.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the other matters would be dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor.
If, ma'am, you understand that the court accepts your pleas in this matter, you won't have a trial of any kind. You won't have the opportunity to call witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine any witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're entering these pleas freely and voluntarily. You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
And you're pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, is it true that on April 8th, 2018 in Van Buren Township, you drove while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, is it also true that on August 7th, 2018, again in Van Buren Township, you committed larceny under $200.
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it true that on June 16th, 2020, in Van Buren Township, you committed the misdemeanor of retail fraud by removing property from 9701 Belleville Road without tendering payment for it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Manarino?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Belcher?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Williams, the court will accept your pleas and the cases indicated. The other cases would be dismissed. As to fines and costs in these matters, Ms. Belcher, any comment?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. I know, given that she's looking at fines and costs on 3 separate files, that this could be expensive for Ms. Williams. I would just like the court to know. She indicated to me she was taking items because she could not afford to pay for the food. She did take in her niece. She has a financial responsibility and burden with that. She's still taking care and providing for her niece. She was actually in the background on the Zoom call with me. She's in the process of looking for a job. She also indicated to me that she's trying to clear up her record. She's at the very beginning of that journey so that she can have a valid license again. She wants to start her own business, doing a modeling agency and teaching brand management. So she does have some career aspirations that hopefully she'll be able to reach one day. We would just ask that Your Honor take her situation into consideration. Obviously, if she's not able to afford groceries, she's not going to have a lot of extra money to put towards fines and costs. I'm under the assumption that she'll probably need a payment plan.
Thank you. Ms. Williams, the court in case 181503 will assess, this is the driving while license suspended from 2018, will assess a fine of $500, cost of $200, crime victims of $75, mandatory state cost of $50, the fund fee of $20, late fee of $50, and FAC of $50. There are 3 bench warrant fees that the court will waive. That's a total of $940 on the driving while license suspended. On the larceny from 2018, the court will impose a fine of $100, cost of $100, mandatory crime victims of $75, state cost of $50, and fund fee of $20. That's $345. And for the retail fraud from 2020, the court will assess a fine of $200, cost of $100. There's mandatory crime victims of $75. There's $50 mandatory state costs. There's a $20 fund fee, there's a $50 late fee, and there are warrant fees totaling $100. The court will not waive the warrant fees in this 2020 case. The total fines and costs in this last matter will be $495. Ms. Williams, I heard Ms. Belcher's comments regarding your financial situation. I would ask that you contact the court either online at mi34thdistrictcourt.com and submit a request for a payment plan, or you contact the court's collection department to set a payment plan.
Okay.
Anything else in this matter, Ms. Manarino?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Belcher?
No, Your Honor, thank you. Ms. Williams, I wish you the
Ms.
best.
Williams, I wish you the best. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ms. Belcher and Ms. Petway into a breakout room, please, Mary Ann. And if we could get Mr. Bowditch back, Ms. Cremati has been waiting ever so patiently.
He will be here in 5 minutes.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. Your finger's up. What do you need, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, because I have a thing to join a room. Should I just avoid that?
Yeah.
You should avoid that.
Okay, thank you.
Investigator, can you join breakout room 4 to be with Mr. Mena? You're muted.
I'm sorry, I'm Sergeant Walter with the Airport Police. I think I may have mistitled this earlier.
Oh, okay. Can you go in breakout room 4 with Mr. Mena, please?
Certainly will.
Thanks.
Is Attorney Alan Francis here?
I'm here on behalf of him. Michael
Thank
Schultz,
you.
Your Honor.
This is 21WM01249, Wayne County Airport versus Nolan.
I believe Mr. Mena is no longer in the room now.
For purposes of arraignment, I'm calling the case. I understand Mr. Mena's gone.
Oh, that's great, Your Honor. Thank you.
Wait, your appearance, sir?
Yep, Your Honor, Michael Schulte on behalf of Nolan Shagina, please.
Your P number, sir?
83087.
And sir, would you unmute yourself and state your name?
Nolan Shagney.
This matter is scheduled for arraignment and pretrial this morning. There is one count of a checkpoint violation. There's also an offer in the file, Mr. Francis, Mr. Schulte, that if your client pleads responsible to the added count of double parking and pay a fine of $400, that the misdemeanor will be dismissed. Would you like to avail yourself of this offer? Would you like to conduct the arraignment in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe Mr. Shagna is going to accept the offer and admit responsibility for the reduced charge.
Sir, were you able to hear the attorney just now?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you prepared this morning to enter a plea of responsible to the added count of double parking, understanding that the misdemeanor will be dismissed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, is it true that on May 30th, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you were double parked contrary to law?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Schulte?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, the court accepts your plea of responsible to the added count of double parking and will assess a fine of $400 as previously indicated by the airport prosecutor. Are you able to pay that $400 within 30 days or do you need more time, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, I can.
$400 on or before September 19th, 2021. Anything else in this matter on behalf of the defendant?
No, Your Honor.
We're all set. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
This is 21WM00059 Wayne County Airport versus Powell.
Your Honor, Randall Upshaw on behalf of Nissan Powell.
I don't believe James not appearing on behalf of the airport.
This matter was scheduled for 11 a.m. I understand that the defendant is not on the call, but this is Mr. Upshaw's motion to withdraw as counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. I've given Ms. Powell this court date. I sent her notice. I text her a photograph of the notice to appear. I haven't seen Ms. Powell. I talked with her. I've been asking her to come to my office for the last couple of months. She hasn't shown up. Judge, she's aware of the court date. I'm just asking the court to allow me to withdraw. I saw the co-defendant, who's a personal friend of Ms. Powell on the screen, Mr. Lovejoy, a minute ago. So I'm not saying she doesn't have knowledge, but she's been avoiding me, and even though I've been in contact with her, there's a breakdown in relationship, Judge. I'm just asking that I be allowed to withdraw.
Mr. Mena, do you have any comment?
No, no comment on this, Your Honor.
Mr. Upshaw, your motion to withdraw is granted. The court has signed the order. There is a pre-trial schedule in this matter for September the 16th, 2021 at 10:30 a.m. Notice would have already been sent to Ms. Powell. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Mena?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Upshaw?
No, and thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day, sir. Thank you. Mr. McCarthy.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Your client's name, please, sir.
Charles Marcosi.
Marcosi. Yep. This is 21WM01302 Wayne County Airport versus Charles Marcosi.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael McCarthy, P30169, appearing on behalf of and with Charles Marcosi. We are appearing before the court via Zoom, and we consent to conducting this hearing via Zoom.
State your name, please.
Charlie Marquez.
Thank you. This matter is scheduled for arraignment pretrial this morning. Mr. McCarthy, there is an offer in the file from the prosecutor that if your client plead responsible to the added count of double parking and pay a fine of $400, that the checkpoint violation misdemeanor would be dismissed. Do you wish to avail yourself of this offer, or would you like to conduct the arraignment in this matter?
Your Honor, Mr. Marcosi would like to avail himself of this offer. He will enter a plea of responsible this morning. He's all prepared for that. We've gone over this numerous times.
Mr. Marcosi, were you able to hear your attorney just now?
Yes, I was.
And it's your intention this morning to plead responsible to an added count of double parking, understanding that the misdemeanor count would be dismissed.
Yes, it is.
Is it true that on June 6, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus that you were double parked contrary to law?
Yes, it was.
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. McCarthy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Marcosi, the court accepts your plea of responsible to the double parking, dismisses the checkpoint violation, assesses a fine and cost totaling $400. Sir, are you able to pay that within 30 days?
Thank you, Your Honor. I can do that.
Thank you. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. McCarthy?
The only question I have, Mr. Marcosi intends to pay that today. He just contact the clerk's office to make arrangement for payment?
He can do that. He can go on. Well, it's probably not going to be processed and ready for payment today. Mr. Marcosi, I would suggest that you wait probably till Monday.
Okay.
And then you can go online to mi34thdistrictcourt.com and pay. You can mail it to the court, or you can physically bring it to the court building.
Your Honor.
Any
just
other
one
questions? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, sir.
No. Well, I have any, I'm sorry. I had a question, didn't think it through. Just proof that this was brought down to the double parking.
I wrote it in the file and my clerk will process it when we get off the record this afternoon.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And thank you,
Your
Mr. Mena.
Honor, you're welcome, Mr. McCarthy. Your Honor, could you put, have Mary Ann put me and Sergeant Waldrop in a breakup room if we could, please? Thank you, Mary Ann.
You're welcome.
Is Ms. Belcher back with Ms. Petway? Ronald Bruce, what is this file?
It's Jessica Lynn Hoffner.
Your client's labeled in your name, and so I couldn't tell what it was. This is 21WM01358, Wayne County Airport versus Jessica Hoffner.
No, Judge, thank you.
Appearances, please.
Ronald Bruce, P62579 for Jessica Hoffner.
Ms. Hoffner, would you state your name for the record, please?
Jessica Hoffner.
Mr. Bruce, this matter is scheduled for arraignment and pretrial this morning. For the purposes of arraignment, how do you wish to proceed?
We would stand mute, waive reading.
Thank you. There is an offer from the prosecutor that if your client plead guilty, sentence in this matter will be delayed for a period of 3 months, and so long as she paid the fines and costs assessed and did not incur any new criminal violations, that the matter will be reviewed for dismissal. Was this an offer that you intended to accept this morning, or are you looking to speak to Mr. Mena?
We were hoping to talk to Mr. Mena if we could.
When he comes out with Sergeant Waltrop and resolves that matter, Mary Ann will get you into a breakout room with him, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. This is 21WM01310. This is Wayne County Airport versus Richard, is it Levites?
Levitas.
Levitas. Mr. Levitas, today is your day and time set for arraignment and pretrial in this matter. Sir, you're being charged with a rules and regulations violations indicate that you were smoking in the terminal outside of the designated areas. This is a misdemeanor, but there is an offer from the prosecutor that if you plead responsible to the added count of double parking, the rules and regulation violation misdemeanor would be dismissed. Do you wish to accept the offer from the prosecutor?
I don't.
Would you like to proceed with your arraignment?
I guess I don't really understand. can I talk to Mr. or whoever? I don't know. I don't have a lawyer or anything, so I have no idea what to do really.
The court can put you in with the court-appointed attorney if you like, sir.
I did reach out for that, but I never got a response for that, so I would like that, please.
She's here this morning. You'll join Ms. Belcher in court in breakout room number 1, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, shoot. What happened to Petway, Mary Ann? And did we ever get Mr. Bowditch back for Ms. Cremati?
I just received a message from, he's here right now. Miss Belcher, can you join breakout room 1, please?
Marianne, I'm actually on the phone with Miss Petaway. She could not join the breakout room, so I'm still trying to speak with her about her matter.
And Mr. Bowditch is here with Ms. Cremati.
Your Honor, I apologize.
Mr. Bowditch, don't ever apologize for being a busy attorney.
Well, I
This
didn't
is
mean to delay the
21W
court's docket.
No, we're not delayed. We're backed up for other reasons. This is 21WM01199, Wayne County Airport versus Leslie Cremati.
And
Oh,
good morning, Your
Mr.
Honor. James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport. Sorry, Judge.
Ms. Cremati, would you state your name for the record, please?
Leslie Cremati.
Thank you. This matter is scheduled for pretrial this morning, adjourned from August 5th, 2021. How are we proceeding this morning?
One question from Ms. Cremati. Did you pay that ticket?
Actually, the ticket was paid way before, so that's a yes.
All right. Mr. Prosecutor, do you have information to that?
I have not received confirmation, but Ms. Cromartie, you paid the $48. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually, the ticket was paid way before, but yes, it's taken care of. I got the receipt and everything. I think his name is Jeff from parking, sent me a receipt of everything. So it's been paid in full.
Okay, Your Honor, pursuant to what we previously agreed, the fact that she's paid her restitution on that, and I think this was one where there was a family member that was driving the vehicle, we'll move to dismiss the charge.
No objection.
Any objection, Mr. Bowditch?
None, Your Honor.
Case is dismissed. Have a good day, Ms. Cremati. Thank
Ms.
you for your
Cremati.
patience this morning. Sergeant Waldrop is back. Mr. Mena, I don't know what case this is.
Your Honor, that is for Erskine. That was scheduled for an 11:15 formal hearing on the docket that I have.
My docket stops at 11 o'clock. What's the name, sir?
Erskine, Erskine, Judge. When I printed the docket off, that was on it. Maybe it wasn't 11:15. Yeah, it was 11:15 for a formal.
Mary
I'm
Ann.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I have a notice here that showed for today, 11:15.
What is the first name, Mr. Mena?
Sandra, Sandra, Erskine, Erskine.
I don't have it out here, Mary Ann. My docket stops at 11 o'clock.
I just checked our system and the case is closed.
So she must have paid, Your Honor, between when I printed the docket off and because it was on my docket.
Thank you. That resolves that great mystery.
My apologies, Sergeant Waldrop. Sorry to keep you.
No problem, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Do you need me for anything else?
I don't think so. No, Your Honor, as long as Your Honor.
No, sir. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Bowditch. Did you have something else, Mr. Bowditch?
I was supposed to have maybe Miss Cargill today.
I think that's similar to the last one, Judge.
This is 21WM01133. This is Wayne County Airport versus Jeanette Cargill. This was adjourned from August 5th, 2021, scheduled at 10:50 today. Mr. Mena and Mr. Bowditch, I have noted your appearances. How are we proceeding this morning?
Well, Your Honor, if Miss Cargill did what we wished her to do and pay $222 for a parking violation, the case was to be dismissed. I don't have any information.
Nor do I, Your Honor, and I don't see her on our Zoom conference today.
So, Mr. Bowditch, if you could reach out to her and get her in.
Let me see if I have her number, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Baker.
Yes. No, just that mostly the 16.
This is 21WM01291 A and B. This is Wayne County Airport versus Andrew Charles Baker. State your name for me, Mr. Baker.
Andrew Baker.
Mr. Baker, today is the day and time set for your arraignment and pretrial service. Alleged that on June 4th, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you failed to stop or identify after a property damage accident. This is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and fine of up to $500 plus court costs. There is an offer from the prosecutor that if you plead responsible to driving the wrong way on a one-way, that the misdemeanor would be dismissed. If you, I'm sorry, if you drove, okay. There were two matters this morning. If you pleaded responsible to the civil infraction of driving the wrong way, the fine and cost will be $195 and the misdemeanor would be dismissed. Did you wish to accept the offer from the prosecutor? Would you like the opportunity to speak to the court-appointed attorney? Or are you ready to proceed on your own in some other way?
No, I'm willing to accept that offer.
Sir, you understand if the court accepts your plea of this morning, you won't have a trial of any kind. You want the opportunity to call witnesses on your own behalf. And you won't be able to see and cross-examine any witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're entering this plea freely and voluntarily, sir. You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty? Plead responsible, my apologies.
No, Your
Sir,
Honor.
is it true that on June 4th, 2021, you drove the wrong way on a one-way street?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Mr. Baker, the court will accept your plea of responsible to driving the wrong way and will assess a fine and cost totaling $195, sir. Are you able to pay that within 30 days?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your phone number, please, Mr. Baker.
313-598-6359.
Thank you, Mr. Baker. You can go online. I would say wait a couple of days for the matter to be processed. You can go online and pay at the court's website. You can mail it to the court or you can bring it to the court, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your patience this morning. Have a good day, sir.
You too, thank you.
Your Honor, I
Ms. Belcher,
apologize. I don't have any contact information on Miss Cargill. I apologize.
The court does not appear to either, so typically I do the capiases at the end of the docket. If you can wait for that.
Oh, yes, of
unless
course,
you need to
Your Honor.
return to Judge Green.
No, I believe I'm finished with Judge Green, Your Honor.
Okay, if you could sit tight, Mr. Bowditch, we'll get
Yes,
back to
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened to Mr. Bruce? Oh.
Did
thank
you call
Mr.
Kiana
Bruce.
Sanders?
I have not, Ms. Sanders.
Okay, thank you.
That would be mine,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor, also.
Ms.
Oh,
Belcher,
Ms.
can-
Sanders, do you need to? Go ahead, Marianne.
I'm so sorry. Miss Belcher, can you join breakout room 1? And Mr. Mena, can you join breakout room 4 with Attorney Patrick?
I can.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Judge.
Wait, Mr. Bruce is back. Wait. Mr. Bruce.
Still waiting
Have
for
you
Mr.
negotiated some other deal with Mr. Mena other than what's in the file?
Not yet. We're still waiting to get the breakout room with him.
I thought that's where you were. Oh,
Nope, I was here the whole time.
I lost you for a second. Your camera must have been off or.
It was off.
Mary Ann. Miss Petway
Yes.
is. Miss Belcher is in a breakout room, but your file is still here.
Okay.
Thank you. Mary Ann, it is 11:42.
Miss Sanders, Mr. Bowditch is representing Miss Sanders. Do you want me to put them in a breakout room?
I thought they were going. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will do that.
Thank you. This is 21WM01327, Wayne County Airport versus Christopher. Is it Height?
It's Hickey.
Hakey, thank you, sir. Mr. Hakey, today is the day and time set for your arraignment and pretrial. It's alleged that on June the 7th, 2021, at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, that you committed a checkpoint violation. This is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and fines of $500 plus court costs. Was Mr. Bruce still waiting to go in with Mr. Mena?
I'm doing it right now.
Thank you. Mr. Hakey, there is an offer from the prosecutor that if you plead guilty as charged, sentence in this matter will be delayed for a period of 3 months, and so long as you paid the fines and costs assessed and incurred no new criminal offenses, that the matter would thereafter be reviewed for dismissal. Do you wish to accept the offer made by the prosecutor? Would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney, or is there some other way you would like to proceed this morning?
I hate to contribute to the logjam, but just want to make sure I understand things correctly. Can I speak to the court-appointed attorney, please?
Absolutely. She is in with someone else right now. When she is available, my secretary will make sure that you get an opportunity to speak with her.
Thank you so much.
Ms. Patrick is back. You're welcome. Ms. Patrick is back with Mr. Pierce. I know that I saw both of them.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Thank you. This is the case 1272. This was scheduled for arraignment and pretrial this morning. Ms. Patrick, I still have your appearance from before. The conversation was that there is an offer from the prosecutor that if Mr. Pierce plead responsible to an added count of double parking and pay a fine of $300, that the misdemeanor disorderly person would be dismissed. Ms. Patrick, how are we proceeding this morning?
Thank you very much, Your Honor, and thank you for accommodating me for my doctor's appointment this morning. I did talk to Mr. Pierce, and he is willing to enter a plea of responsibility or take responsibility for the double parking in exchange for a dismissal of the misdemeanor.
Mr. Pierce, were you able to hear Ms. Patrick just now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
And is your intention to plead responsible to the added count of double parking?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that the court accepts your plea of responsible. You won't have a trial of any kind. You don't have the opportunity to call witnesses or present evidence on your own behalf.
I do.
Sir, have you been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead responsible this morning?
I have not.
Is it true that on June 1st, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you were double parked contrary to law?
It is.
Satisfied, Ms. Patrick?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Pierce, the court accepts your plea of responsible to the added count of double parking, will assess the fine of $300. Sir, are you able to pay that within 30 days?
Can I get like 90 days, Your Honor?
Sir, what I'll do is refer the matter to the collection department. You can go online to mi34thdistrictcourt.com and submit a request, an electronic request for a payment plan. You can call the court's collection department and set a payment plan. Your phone number, please, sir.
517-918-2332.
2332.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Mena?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Patrick?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Pierce, thank you for joining us this morning. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, could I go into a breakout room with Mr. Mena, if I could?
Yes. Oh, wait. Mr. Mena and Mr. Bruce, were you ready?
We are, Your Honor. Yeah, and there is a slight adjustment on the offer, so I'll go into it with Jeff after I put that on the record.
This is Hoffner. Good morning, Mr. Batar. This is Hoffner ending 1358. What is the adjustment to the offer?
Your Honor, in exchange for a responsible plea to double parking, the new amended charge, payment of $400 and destruction of the item that was seized, which was a taser, will move to dismiss the original charge of a checkpoint violation.
Mr. Bruce, was that in your understanding?
It is, Judge.
Ms. Hoffner, were you able to hear the attorneys just now?
Yes, I was, Your Honor.
And it's your understanding that you will be tendering a plea of responsible to the added count of double parking?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you understand the court accepts your plea of responsible this morning. You won't have a trial of any kind. You won't have the opportunity to call witnesses or present evidence on your own behalf.
Yes.
And you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, is it true that on June 10, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus that you were double parked contrary to law?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Bruce?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Hoffner, the court accepts your plea of responsible to the added count of double parking. The checkpoint violation will be dismissed. The court will assess the agreed upon fine and cost of $400 and order the destruction of the item seized, that being a taser. Ma'am, are you able to pay the $400 within 30 days or do you need more time?
30 days is fine. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. $400 on or before September 19th, 2021. Anything further, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further, Mr. Bruce?
No, thank you.
Ms. Hoffner, thank you for your patience this morning. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You as well, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Ms. Belcher, you're back with Ms. Petway?
I am, Your Honor, and actually Dan Batar is on. He's going to be taking over the docket for me. Ms. Petaway did indicate she wants another breakout room. So if Marianne could put Dan in with Ms. Petaway, I already spoke to Dan about what's going on and brought him up to speed. But then I am ready on, I believe it's Levites.
Thank you. I was just going to ask, this is the case that ends 1310. Richard Levites.
Sorry, had to get a meeting room and somebody just walked in for that. I'm ready.
Leanna Belcher on behalf of the defendant. Sir, will you state your name?
Richard Levitas.
Levitas. I'm sorry, I've been pronouncing your name wrong. My apologies. I did have an opportunity to speak with Mr. Levitas in a breakout room. I did go over the offer with him. It is to double parking. He does wish to take advantage of that offer, Your Honor.
Mr. Levitas, you had sufficient time to talk to Ms. Belcher this morning,
Yes.
and you wish to accept the offer made by the prosecutor in this matter?
Yes.
You understand you'll be tendering a plea of responsible to the added count of double parking and the misdemeanor rules violation notice will be dismissed.
Yes.
Sir, is it true that on June 6, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you were double parked contrary to law?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Mena?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Belcher?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Sir, the court accepts your plea of responsible to the added count of double parking, will assess a fine of $200 and the misdemeanor will be dismissed. Are you able to pay that within 30 days, sir?
I can make that work. Yes, Your Honor.
Your phone number, please, sir.
224-829-4648.
Thank you for your patience this morning, sir. We are all set. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck, sir. And thank you, Judge. Good to see you. Bye, Jim. Bye, Angela.
Bye.
Bye, Marianne.
Bye. Thank you. Ms. Belcher, have a good day.
You as well,
Marianne,
Judge. Thanks.
can
Mr.
you
Hay.
put- Oh, I'm sorry. Marianne, can you put Jeff and I in a breakout room, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mary Ann, I have Petway, Taylor, Sanders, and Hakey. And Orange, oh, but Mr. Orange never appeared. His person was here. I see Miss Taylor and Mr. Butts.
Your Honor, can I ask a question, please? This is Christopher Hickey. If I can just understand, the deal, I can probably get you cleared out really quick. I want to make sure that I just understand any of the pieces. So maybe skip a step, or should I wait to go into the court-appointed attorney?
What was your question? Was there something you didn't understand?
Yeah, the suspension of the sentence. I know that this does have a maximum penalty with jail time, and I want to make sure that if I accept the deal, there'll be no jail time. I'm happy to pay the fine. I feel really bad about it. I just want to make sure I understand what the deal will entail. Maybe it's better to wait. I was just hoping to skip a step and get us moving. So
No, I'm not in a rush. If you're not in a rush, I'm here all day. The sentence will be delayed for 3 months. If you've sat through a couple of these already, you know that the court will impose fines and costs. There would be you would pay the fines and costs, incur no new criminal offenses. And when we looked at the matter in 3 months, if there were no new criminal offenses, the matter would be dismissed.
Gotcha. And I would get my firearm back, and that would be fine. So I would accept that to move on, make it easy.
If that's how you wish to proceed, Mr. Hakey, that's completely up to you. This is 21WM01327. This court has been having conversation with Mr. Christopher Hakey, who has a checkpoint violation of misdemeanor, which I've indicated previously on the record, punishable up to 93 days in jail and fines of up to $500 plus court costs. Mr. Hakey, you've indicated to this court that you wish to accept the offer put forth by the prosecutor and tender a plea of guilty to the checkpoint violation, understanding that since in this matter will be delayed for a period of 3 months, and so long as you incur no new criminal offenses, that the matter will be reviewed for dismissal. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you won't have a trial of any kind. You won't have the opportunity to call witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine any witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes, I understand.
And sir, is your plea this morning freely and voluntarily given?
Yes, it is.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
I have not.
Sir, is it true that on June 7, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you took a firearm through checkpoint?
Yes, I did.
Sir, the court will accept your plea of guilty in this matter, impose a sentence agreed upon, that being a delayed sentence for 3 months, so long again as you incur no new offenses and pay the fines and costs that the court is about to impose, that the matter will be reviewed for dismissal. At the end of the 90-day period, your gun can be returned to you so long as you've done those things, that being no new criminal offenses and paying the fines and costs assessed.
Understood.
Sir, the court is going to impose a fine of $500. There's costs of $200. There's a crime victims fee of $75, a mandatory state cost of $20, and a building fee fund of $20. That's $845 by the court's calculation. Are you needing more than 30 days to pay that amount?
No, I do not.
Your phone number, please, Mr. Hakey.
It is 734-272-1731.
Sir, again, 90 days from now, at the end of this non-reporting probation, so long as you have done what you're supposed to do, your firearm may be returned to you, okay?
Okay, thank you. And I'm sorry.
Anything else this morning?
No.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day, sir. Thank you.
You just said.
Right through there.
Thank you, sir. Mary Ann.
I just sent Mr. Butts a message. He should be in Judge Green's courtroom.
Who?
Michael Butts should be in Judge Green's courtroom.
Thank you, because I'm looking, and I don't see that. But Alexis Taylor, why am I? Miss Taylor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you spoken to anyone this morning?
No, I've been here for a couple.
I know you've been here and I've seen your name and I keep, this is 21WM012740M, Wayne County Airport versus Alexis Taylor.
All right.
Ms. Taylor, today is the day and time set for your arraignment and pretrial. It's alleged that on April 28, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you defrauded an innkeeper. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, fines of up to $500 plus court costs. The indication in the file is that you failed to pay $128 to standard parking, blue deck parking. There's an offer from the prosecutor in the file that if you plead guilty to the charge, pay restitution, pay the fines and costs assessed by the court, and don't incur any new criminal violations in this 90-day period, the matter will be reviewed for dismissal.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, would you like, I'm sorry?
Yes, Your Honor.
My question was, did you want to accept the offer from the prosecutor? Would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney? Or is there some other way you'd like to proceed this morning?
I'll take the offer, Your Honor.
Marianne, could you send me back with Ms. Pettaway, please?
Yes.
And Marianne, can you send Jeff and I back in, please?
Yes.
We just come out of the breakout room and just start talking. That's cool. Ms. Taylor, you understand that the court accepts your plea this morning. You won't have a trial of any kind. You won't have the opportunity to call witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily. You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, is it true that on April 28, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus, you defrauded an innkeeper by not paying $128 to standard parking?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, the court accepts your plea of guilty. The matter again will be delayed for 3 months. So long as you incur no new criminal offenses, you pay the $128 restitution to standard parking and fines of $100, cost of $100, crime victims of $75, state cost of $50, and the fund fee of $20. The matter will be reviewed for dismissal. The total fines, costs, and restitution in this matter, that can't be right. Is $473. Ma'am, are you able to pay that within 30 days or do you need more time?
I can pay within the 30 days, Your Honor.
You've been on this morning with us for quite some time, ma'am, so you know that you can go to mi34thdistrictcourt.com and pay that amount. You can bring it to the court. You can mail it to the court.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
You too.
So, Marianne, here's my question. If you've sat on this docket all morning long and don't realize that you're in the wrong courtroom, I'm not sure. Ms. Cargill, how are you this morning?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Mr. Bowditch was here. He's in with someone else right now, but if you sit tight, the question was if you had paid the $220. Don't answer me right now. When he comes out, we'll get you in with him.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Marianne, this is 21VB010250T. This is Van Buren Township versus Ernest Bellinger. This matter was scheduled for arraignment and pretrial this morning at 9 a.m. It is now 12:01 p.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, habeas will issue. Mr. Batar is back, Ms. Petway. So I will stop with that. Mr. Batar, are you ready to proceed with Ms. Petway?
Good morning, Judge. I don't know what happened to Mr. Mena. I'd like to speak to him if possible. Is he gone for the rest of the docket?
No, he is in with Mr. Bowditch, I do believe.
Oh, he's in a breakout room. Okay, yeah, I need to speak with him briefly if I could.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
This is 191610 Van Buren Township versus Jennifer Harwick. This matter was scheduled for arraignment and pretrial at 9 a.m. It is now 12:02 p.m. by the court's clock. There are no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room. Defendant having failed to appear, capias shall issue. This is 210519 Van Buren Township versus Adam Orange. This matter was scheduled for arraignment and pretrial this morning at 9 a.m. There was someone here for Mr. Orange this morning, and I don't know what happened to them. They came on the record. Mr. Orange never came on the record. Ms. Manarino,
Yes, Your Honor.
do you have
I
any
believe that-
objection to us resetting this matter? I'm sorry.
No, I believe that was his guardian that was on this morning. I have no objection to an adjournment.
This matter is going to be adjourned to September 16th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. As Ms. Manarino indicated, the defendant's guardian was present for quite some time this morning. Not sure what happened, but in the interest of justice, again, the matter will be adjourned. Mr. Bowditch and Mr. Mena are back.
Your Honor, if I could go into a breakout room with Ms. Sanders?
And Ms. Cargile has appeared. Mr. Batar, okay. Mr.
Yes, Judge.
Batar, you were waiting to speak to Mr. Mena?
Yes, please.
Thank you. This is 21VB0110020591 and 200592. These are all Van Buren Township versus Cortez Campbell. These matters. Mr. Bowditch, are you going in with Ms. Sanders?
I'm hoping to, yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Room two.
Nope. Thank you, Mary Ann.
These matters were scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 9:10 a.m. It is now 12:04 p.m. by the court's clock. There being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, defendant having failed to appear as ordered, capias shall issue. This is 210514 OM Van Buren Township versus Michael Presley. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 9:20 a.m. It is now 12:04 p.m. by the court's clock. There being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, defendant having failed to appear, capias shall issue. Rocky McLone Jr. Good morning, sir.
October 14th at 10 o'clock, he was adjourned to.
What about October 14th, Mary Ann?
His case was adjourned to October 14th at 10 o'clock with you.
Mr. McLone?
Yeah, I just pulled him up and.
Okay.
Yes.
This is 20VB03828 B and C. These matters were scheduled for pretrial with an MIDC attorney. He was here for arraignment with Royce Nunley. He has not appeared and Mr. Nunley has not appeared. Oops.
Mary
Mr.
Ann, can I
Vitar,
go
Mr.
back
Miller.
with Ms. Petaway for about 30 seconds, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Mickle, oh, still can't connect. This is 210522 Van Buren Township versus Myron Stanley. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 9:30 a.m. It is now 12:07 p.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, there being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, habeas shall issue. Mr. McClone?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Your cases have been adjourned to October the 14th, 2021 at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
We'll see you on the 14th of October. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
This is 21VB02663 A and B. These are Van Buren Township versus Hunter Range. These matters were scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:30 this morning. It is now 12:08 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, there being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, habeas shall issue. This is 150709, not 15. Wayne County Airport versus Jillian Courtney Gail Glover. This matter was scheduled for arraignment and pretrial at 9:50 a.m. It is now 12:09 p.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, there being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, habeas shall issue. Mr. Mena with a 2015 case. What are we doing?
We would have taken care of it had they showed up.
I know, I saw the file. This is 210083 and 210246. These are Van Buren Township versus Javante Derrick Jackson Norman. These matters were scheduled for, excuse me, arraignment and pretrial at 9:50 a.m. It is now 12:09 p.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, there being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, habeas shall issue. Mr. Batar, was that sufficient time with Ms. Petway?
It was, Your Honor. We're ready to proceed.
This is the case ending 1372. Mr. Batar, your appearance is noted. Mr. Mena and Ms. Petway, your appearances are noted. How are we proceeding on this arraignment and pretrial this morning?
Your Honor, Ms. Petaway is going to plead responsible to double parking. The original charge will be dismissed. There is a stipulated fine of $400.
Ms. Petaway, were you able to hear what Mr. Batar just indicated on the record?
Yes.
And it's your understanding that you'll be pleading responsible to the added count of double parking this afternoon?
Yes, ma'am.
And that the misdemeanor will be dismissed?
Yes.
Ma'am, is it true that on June 12, 2021 at Wayne County Airport located in the city of Romulus that you were double parked contrary to law?
Yes.
Ma'am, the court accepts your plea of responsible to the added count of double parking. The misdemeanor is dismissed. You will be assessed the fine and cost agreed upon of $400. Are you able to pay that within 30 days or do you need more time?
May I please have an extension?
Yes, Ms. Petaway, your phone number, please, ma'am.
419-481-1246.
Ms. Petaway, what you're going to do is go onto the court's website, mi34thdistrictcourt.com, and submit there's an email button you can request a payment plan, or you can call the court's collection department and request a payment plan, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And that'll take you beyond 30 days. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Mena?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Batar?
Could I just get that case number, please, Judge?
It is 21WM01372OM.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good
Your
day,
Honor,
Ms.
can I-
Petaway. Oops.
Good luck, Ms. Petaway.
Could I go back into a breakout room with Mr. Mena once again, Your Honor?
Absolutely. This is 21WM01407. This is Wayne County Airport versus Demond Smith. This matter was scheduled for arraignment and pretrial at 10 a.m. It is now 12:12 p.m. by the court's clock. There being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, defendant having failed to appear, capias shall issue. Mr. Batar, unless you want to hang around, anybody who shows up right now is considered way too late, and the two defendants that are remaining in our room belong to Mr. Bowditch.
Great, Judge. I will not hang around, even though I do like spending time with you. I will see you next time.
And you are arraignment MIDC, and we didn't receive any arraignments. I just double checked with Andy, so.
Yeah.
Are you arraignments tomorrow by chance?
Tomorrow I am not.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very
Everyone
much, sir. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Hi, Dan.
Hi,
Ms.
Mary Ann.
Manarino, same thing. I'm just doing, well,
I think you
I'm
called.
just doing KBSs. They're both airports. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought that I was checking the list. I thought you had called all of my my cases. So
Everybody who's here has been called. Anybody else is too late. So thank you very much, ma'am. I will see you.
thank you so much, Judge. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. This is 21WM00717, Wayne County Airport versus Ali Bazi. This matter was scheduled for, this is not the first time that this attorney has not appeared. Oh, nope, sorry. This matter was adjourned for a plea by mail, and I don't see that we've received it back. I will send the file downstairs to Marlisa to figure out what happened. This is 21WM01258, Wayne County Airport versus Aquil Cleary. This matter was scheduled for arraignment and pretrial at 10:10 a.m. It is now 12:14 p.m. by the court's clock. There being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, defendant having failed to appear, capias shall issue. Mr. Mena and Mr. Bowditch, are you back on Ms. Sanders?
Yes, Your Honor. Once again with Ms. Sanders, if I could. Once again with Ms. Sanders, if I could, Your Honor.
Mary Ann will take care of that for you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Breakout room 2, Ms. Sanders.
Thanks.
Yep, you're welcome.
This is 21WM01252OM, Wayne County Airport versus Stephen McKinley. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:10 a.m. It is now 12:15 p.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear. There being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, capias shall issue. This is 21WM01277OM. This is Wayne County Airport versus Ebony Edwards Kobe. Matter scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:30 a.m. It is now 12:16 p.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, there being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, capias shall issue. This is 21WM01283OM, Wayne County Airport versus Gil Foster III. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:30 a.m. It's now 12:16 p.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, there being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, capias shall issue. This is 21WM0127, Wayne County Airport versus Chioma Murray. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:30 a.m. It is now 12:16 p.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, there being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, capias shall issue. This is 21WM01300OM, Wayne County Airport versus Ariana Adams. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:40 a.m. It is now 12:17 p.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, there being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, capias shall issue. Mr. Bowditch, are you back with Ms. Sanders?
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready to proceed.
This is the case ending 1017, Wayne County Airport versus Sanders. Your appearances have already been noted. How are we proceeding this morning?
Your Honor, Ms. Sanders wishes to have a jury trial.
In person, might I add?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Thank you.
This matter will be scheduled for a live jury trial. Mr. Bowditch, this court does not have its first jury trial scheduled until September. What we will do is put the file in this court's queue to have that live jury trial scheduled.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Depending on the time it takes for us to get to that stage, the parties might be called in for a final pretrial, but that's going to be something that's determined in the future.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
Anything else in this matter?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Live jury trial as the court's regulations permit. Have a good day, Ms. Sanders.
You too, thank you.
The last case that we have is Ms. Cargile, who has appeared. Mr. Bowditch, do you need to speak with her?
Yes, Your Honor, only briefly.
This is 20VB03828 B and C. These are Van Buren Township versus Andre Bradford. These matters were scheduled for pretrial this morning. I have not seen any defendant by that name. Inasmuch as defendant has failed to appear as scheduled, capias shall issue. Mr. Bowditch, that was quick.
Your Honor, I just wanted to tell, I don't need to go into a breakout room with Mr. Mena. I just need to tell him she paid.
Okay,
Okay.
that works.
Thank you, Jim.
This is 21VB01287 Van Buren Township versus Jessica Foley. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 9:30. I thought you were going to breakout room with Ms. Mena.
No, we're ready, Judge, when you finish this
Oh,
one.
I'm sorry. Nope, Cargile. Case ending 1133.
Your Honor, for the record, James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of with Ms. Cargill.
Your Honor, pursuant to our previous pretrial, where it was indicated that if Ms. Cargile paid the $222 that was due and owing for the parking, she was not the driver, it was another person, that we would dismiss this. She has done that. And for that reason, Your Honor, we're moving to dismiss the charge.
Defense
Any
says no
objection,
objection.
Mr. Bowditch?
No
Thank
objection.
you. The matter is dismissed. Ms. Cargill, good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
We are all set, Mr. Bowditch and Mr. Mena. Thank you for your time this morning. I have a few more cases to do. You're welcome to stay around. I can't imagine why you would.
Thank you, Judge. Great seeing you.
Thanks, Jim.
Have a good day.
All right, see you,
Thank you,
Judge.
Judge.
We were at 21VB01287 Van Buren Township versus Jessica Foley. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 9:30 a.m. It is now 12:21 p.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, there being no one in the court's waiting room or any unidentified persons, Based on the defendant's failure to appear, habeas shall issue in this matter. This is 21BB01279OM, Van Buren Township versus Christopher Long. This matter was scheduled for arraignment and pretrial at 9:20 a.m. It's now 12:22 p.m. by the court's clock. There being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, defendant having failed to appear as ordered, habeas shall issue. Marianne, if you want to come get those files, only files that come to you, the rest of them I'll take to Mackenzie later. 21WM01288, Wayne County Airport versus David Ivan Martin. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:40 a.m. It's now 12:22 p.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, habeas shall issue. I just know you wanted to get those done. Those are yours. The rest of them are mine. Thank you so very much, ma'am. This is 21WM01341OM. This is Wayne County Airport versus Jasmine Renee Miller McFoley. This matter was scheduled for arraignment and pretrial at 11 a.m. It is now 12:23 p.m. by the court's clock. There being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, no one by this name of the court's main session. Defendant having failed to appear, habeas shall issue. This is 21WM01329OM. This is Wayne County Airport versus Clemisha Smith. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 10:50 a.m. It is now 12:23 p.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, there being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, habeas shall issue. This is 21WM01350OM. This is Nidra Webster. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 11 a.m. It is now 12:24 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, there being no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room, habeas shall issue. That is the last file that is on the court's docket from this morning. Marianne, we are off the record. Thank you so very much, ma'am.